Welcome to the Johnson Collection, New England Patriots radio broadcast from 1985 through 2026. It's the 1991 season, and this is game number 1, played on September 1st, 1991, at the Hoosier Dome in Indianapolis, Indiana. It's the New England Patriots at the Indianapolis Colts. Here is the legendary broadcast team for the first time in 10 years, Gil Santos and Gino Cappelletti.
Welcome back to the Hoosier Dome, Indianapolis, Indiana. Gino Cappelletti along with Gil Santos ready to bring you today's action between the Colts and the Patriots. Hello, everyone. And we're getting ready to game time here as we're rapidly approaching kickoff time to get the kickoff for the 1991 regular season underway. Talking about the Colts as we were briefly before this last break. Since 1984, historically a slow-starting team. They've won only 6 and lost 20 during the month of September. Last year, if you'll recall, they got off to an 0-3 start before they won their first game. So once again, that's the bugaboos that have been bothering Ron Meyer and the Colts here. Looking at the two teams now with their respective captains out on the field. We'll try to get the coin toss as soon as it takes place. They're looking at the Patriot captains, Marv Cook, Bruce Armstrong, and Andre Tippett. They have called it heads, and they have won the toss. Official looking over at the captains of the Patriots, indicating that they have won the toss. And I can only expect that they will receive, because there really is no win factor here in the Hoosier Dome. The Patriots have elected to receive. They'll be going from our left to right. Now, the other thing we talked about as far as the Colts and what they will try to be doing offensively is trying to get a better blend or run of play selections, looking for like a 55-45 run-pass blend. But then again, as Gil and I were talking right before the break, during preseason, they were passing 63% of the time. So hard to figure out exactly what their game plan and what their preseason plan has been. But we'll continue to watch it as it does progress. In 4 preseason games, Jeff George at quarterback had 21 possessions to his credit, and with that he was able to come up with only 3 touchdowns and 3 missed field goals, so he has not been as productive as one might expect. But once again, we just have to talk and allude to the importance of preseason games as far as wins and losses. It's mainly for evaluation of personnel and also team evaluation up until that last preseason game.
Set to go. Good job, Gino, and set to go in the 91 season. And a lot of positive thinking going on among the Patriots, the coaching staff, and the players.
Oh, yeah. They really are exuding confidence coming into this first game, and you can only attribute it to their success in their final preseason game, Gil.
All right, back deep for the Patriots. To our left to receive the opening kickoff, the rookie John Vaughn to the far side and Michael Timpson to the near side. The first half kickoff brought to you by the Fleet Line Division of Dennis K. Burke Petroleum. Dean Biasucci, veteran kicker for the Indianapolis Colts. This is his 7th year in the NFL. Will kick it off from right to left as it teed up at the 35-yard line. Again, it is Vaughn to the far side and Timpson to the near side for the Patriots at the goal line. Biasucci into it. A sailing kick coming to Timpson at the 5, 10, 15 to the left at the 20, up to the 25, and up to the 27-yard line goes Timpson. He cut right in front of Vaughn at the goal line and took the ball almost out of Vaughn's hands to run it back upfield. And I'm not sure that was a wise thing to do, Gino.
No, it was a little bit of a mix-up, and it could have been disastrous because you certainly don't want to suffer a fumbled kickoff like that with 2 guys colliding right at about the 3 or 4 yard line. So a little lack of communication between the 2 receivers there.
All right, the Patriots are out. 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line, going left to right. They're on the far hash mark. It is Fryer to the near side, McMurtry to the far side. Off the left wing in motion, right goes Cook. I formation, Hunter and Russell in the backfield. The give is to Leonard Russell up the middle. He gets maybe a yard to the 28 and is swarmed under by the middle of the Indianapolis Colts defense. It is on the 2 ends, a veteran defensive line. The man in the middle is only a 2nd-year player as the Colts start a defensive line of Donnell Thompson and John Hand at the ends. Tony Siragusa is the nose tackle. Siragusa, a 2nd-year player out of Pitt. The Indianapolis linebackers, Chip Banks, Matt Jaworski, Jeff Hurd, and Dwayne Bickett. The defensive backs, Chris Good, Eugene Daniel, Keith Taylor, Mike Pryor. Patriots are 2nd down and 9 from their own 28-yard line. The backs are now in a split. From right to left in motion goes McMurtry. Hodson long count at quarterback. Hodson back to throw. Fires near side. It is batted away and incomplete. Knocked away by Michael Ball, intended for Ivy Joe Hunter. That'll bring up a third down and 9 for the Patriots from their own 28-yard line.
Yeah, not much of a pass pattern there. Ivy Joe Hunter coming out of the backfield, running just a little swing pattern out to the right side, and Marv Cook running a little curl in from the same side of the field at tight end. They were both just covered like a blanket, so Tommy Hodson on a little quick drop back pass, nowhere to go. Kind of expect the Patriots to come out throwing on first down a little more, Gil. This is the first series, but kind of look for them to throw on first down, especially with some play action.
They come out third down and 9, and the Hoosier Dome crowd gets very loud. It gets loud in the closed-in stadium. Slots to both sides for Hodson out of a shotgun formation. Takes the direct snap and drops straight back. Looks upfield, fires upfield. It is caught by Marv Cook. He's out across the 30 to the 33, short of a first down. Brought down by John Baylor in an extra defensive back package for the Colts. They force the Patriots to punt on the first series.
Yeah, once again, we see them going to a receiver who does not have the first down yardage when they connect, because a great catch by Marv Cook, but really went for naught because he went up high to make that catch over a 6-foot John Baylor, and with that comes down 5 yards short of the first down.
It'll be Brian Wagner in to punt for the Patriots, standing at his 18-yard line. Clarence Verdon back deep for the Colts at his 23. Verdon averaging over his career 12.3 yards per punt return, fourth best in NFL history. Snap is on the money to Wagner, and he runs out the punt. It's a tumbling kick. Verdon will catch it on the fly at the 30, 35 to the right. Hit by one man, spins away, gets to the 40, out across the 40 to the 42, and maybe even the 43. Ben Coates finally brought him down for the Patriots, along with Eugene Lockhart, but not a good punt for Wagner. And Verdun, who's like a little water bug, caught it on the fly and was off and running. Good return. They will mark it out at the 42-yard line, where Indianapolis will go to work. 1st and 10 from their own 42 on the far hash mark. Their quarterback is Jeff George. The running backs are Anthony Johnson and Eric Dickerson. The wide receivers, Billy Brooks from Framingham and BU is one of their co-captains, and Jesse Hester. Pat Beach is the tight end. Now they're going to go with 2 tight ends, as Dickerson is the only setback out there right now. It is 1st and 10, Indianapolis. The Colts at their own 42-yard line. The Patriots with a 5-man defensive front. George drops straight back to throw on first down. It's a screen. It's up to the left side. It is complete to Dickerson. Going to be hit in the backfield. Spins away. Gets it out across the 40. Maybe back to the original line of scrimmage, or the 43 at the most, before Singleton, Vincent Brown, and Eugene Lockhart are all there to make the tackle for the Patriots. They diagnosed the play very well.
Very well. And Fred Smirlis was draped all over Dickerson at the 38-yard line. I mean, he had a good hold on him. How he let him slip away, I don't know, but he should have had him for a loss back to the 38.
So it's a gain of a yard for Indianapolis, a little bit better than a yard. The ball's across the 43. We'll call it the 44. 2nd down and 8 yards to go. Indianapolis at their own 44 in the near hash mark. 3 receivers to the near side for the Colts. Anthony Johnson is wide with Hester in the slot, and then Bill Brooks, and a receiver to the right side as well out of a shotgun formation. Jeff George rolls back to throw, steps, fires upfield, could be picked off. It is. Marion dropped it. Oh, baby. Fred Marion had it in his mitts at the 30-yard line, and as he started to run upfield, he dropped it, and that's too bad because he had a lot of running room in front of him.
Boy, he took his eyes off the ball when it was coming right into the breadbasket, and I got to tell you, he had plenty of running room because the ball was just overthrown considerably, pressure being put on by Brent Williams and Fred Smirlis. And once again, we talk about it, and as we go along, there are some things that Jeff George does that are bad habits as far as throwing, but he does have a quick, strong arm.
3rd down and 8 for the Colts at their own 44-yard line. Dickerson remains the lone setback. They've got Johnson on the right wing, goes in motion from right to left. And George goes back to throw on 3rd down and 8. Looks upfield. He's in trouble. Starts to scramble. He's way back at the 30. Giving ground. Fires upfield. It is in. Picked off. Intercepted by Andre Tippett at the 50. He's heading left to the 45-yard line. Trying to cut inside the 45. He's brought down at the 45 by Dickerson. The Patriots take over on the pass interception by Andre Tippett. The ball was tipped on the near side. It was intended for Clarence Verdun. It was tipped on the near side into the hands of Tippett.
No, it went right into the hands of Verdun, and he was tipped upside down. The ball came loose, and Tippett was just there and says, "How do you do?" Here's the ball before it hit the ground right into his belly, and with that, he was able to catch it before it hit the ground. And unfortunately for Andre, tried to become a running back and went laterally. He should have just gone straight up the field. But nonetheless, they have the ball across the midfield.
Good hard tackle by Maurice Hurst caused the fumble. First and 10 Patriots at the Colts 45. The give is to Russell. Leonard off the left side, gets a couple of yards, and that's it. Maybe to about the 42-yard line, driving up the left side behind the blocking of the left tackle, Bruce Armstrong. And the Patriot left guard, Albert Crawford. The ball is going to be marked down at the Indianapolis 41-yard line, so it's a gain of 4 yards for Leonard Russell, and it'll be second down and 6 for the Patriots at the Colts 41 off the turnover, the interception by Andre Tippett. It is McMurtry wide to the far side left. Wide to the near side right is Cook. In the right side slot is Fryer. The lone setback is Leonard Russell. Second down and 4 Patriots. They give to Leonard Russell. Off right tackle. He drives inside the 40 and smashes his way down to about the 37-yard line. It's going to bring up third down and short yardage for the Patriots. Converging over to make the tackle on Russell, Tony Saragusa for the Indianapolis Colts, along with veteran John Hand. Ball is marked at the Indianapolis 37-yard line. The Patriots have to get to the 35. So they are 3rd and 2 at the Colts 35-yard line, near hash mark, going left to right, first quarter. 10:54 to play. It is Fryer to the far side left. To the near side right, McMurtry. Double tight ends. Russell the lone setback. Hodson calling signals, 3rd and 2. The give to Russell, left side, driving close. Let's see, it's going to depend on the spot of the ball. They had to get it just to the 35-yard line. The Colts, of course, are saying they stopped them, and the Patriots are saying they've got it, so we'll just wait for the whole thing to one pile.
Yeah, it's going to be...
they're short, yeah.
It's going to be a question of where his knee went down. I guess they were determined to try to run over Bruce Armstrong. But Big John Hand was able to get in there with penetration, and that's what you don't want, especially with 2 tight ends. But you got to believe they're going to go for it.
Oh, they are. They're short at the 36-yard line. They're a yard short, and the Patriots will go for it. And the Hoosier Dome crowd starts to whoop it up. Double tight ends, Adams on the left wing, Hunter the fullback, Russell the tailback. 4th down and a yard to go. Patriots at the Colts 36-yard line. Hodson calling signals. Russell driving left. First down inside the 35. Leonard Russell just smashing off the left side to about the 33-yard line of the Patriots' first down.
Good hit right off left guard and left tackle. Jeff Harrod, the team's leading tackler last year for the Colts, came up to make the hit, but the power of Leonard Russell, he also got an assist from Eugene Daniel coming up, was enough to get over for the first down. So a good power smash off left tackle.
This is all set up by the pass interception by Andre Tippett, which was the first of his career. Patriots line up with Russell in the tailback, offset as the fullback left is Hunter. McMurtry wide to the right side. Hodson on the give to Russell. Big hole up the middle inside the 30. At the 25, he got tripped up and down he went. And a shoe top tackle is what saved that play for the Colts. Big John Hand reached out, a big hand, and brought him down at 6'7", 301. Jeff Harrod also went on the stop for the Colts. And it's going to bring up a second down and 2 for the Patriots at the Colts 26-yard line.
Too bad Leonard Russell couldn't have kept his balance there, because he was just breaking in the open with a lot of running room, and then he would be taking on a couple of smaller defensive backs, and I got to believe he had the edge there.
Patriots are doing all this on the ground so far. Second down and 2 at the Colts 26-yard line. Give us to Russell again, left side. He's inside the 25, and he's got another first down to about the Indianapolis Colts 22-yard line. Up out of the secondary for the Colts, Michael Ball, along with Matt Jarosky, the linebacker, helping out on the stop, but it is another first down as the Patriots took over on the pass interception by Andre Tippett to the Colts 45-yard line, and since then, they have kept the ball on the ground, marching downfield now to the Indianapolis Colts 22-yard line. Well, just across the 23. We'll call it the 22.
This has got to be their game plan, especially with the field position in their favor now. They want to just control the ball, so they're going to stay on the ground, try to keep the offense of the Colts with Jeff George off the field as much as possible, and here's a perfect place for them to try to do that.
First down and 10 at the Colts 22, and Hodson's back to throw. Sets, fires, end zone, wide open, touchdown, Marvin Cook. 22-yard touchdown pass. A penalty marker is down.
Oh, my goodness, right at the line of scrimmage, too.
Penalty flag is down. Personal foul, roughing the passer against Indianapolis. Count the score.
What a great pass pattern, because Marv Cook was breaking open, and you could see it at about the 10-yard line. Tommy Hodson was looking at him all the way, and just lofted a nice touch pass right over the goal line. Marv Cook looked like he had to go up for it, and there was a question of maybe it being overthrown, but a pass right up the seam, right up the left hash mark by the tight end. And the Patriots come up with a score following the big turnover and the pass interception at midfield.
A very, very well-executed drive, and Leonard Russell's running and the blocking of that offensive line just clearing things out, getting the Patriots in position to throw the touchdown pass. Jaroski's extra point attempt is up, and it is good. With a score, the Patriots 7, the Colts nothing. Let's take a timeout on the New England Patriots Radio Network.
The Johnson Collection.
Sir, where do you usually go on a date?
I usually take my dates to play miniature golf.
Did you ever consider taking your date to Wonderland Greyhound Park?
Why would I want to do that?
Because at Wonderland's elegant clubhouse dining room, you can dine in style, watch the Greyhounds race, make a little bet, win a little money, maybe a lot of money, maybe so much that you have to carry it back in an 18-wheeler truck, you know, the kind that say wide load on the back, which just might impress your date enough to go on to a second date and a third and possibly get married and live happily ever after. Or you can just go miniature golfing.
I'll try Wonderland.
Wonderland Greyhound Park. Just think of the possibilities.
Excuse me.
Nurse Finley, how many times has Mr. Bingle sneezed?
27 times, Doctor.
Is that important?
28.
Oh, yes, but the health plan your company has, you pay for the first 50 sneezes until you meet your deductible.
Really?
29.
Mm-hmm. Oh, yes, they pay 100% of all the sneezes after 50. Till then, you're on your own, Mr. Bingle.
I had no idea.
30.
In fact, your plan even charges your employer lower premiums because they know they're going to nickel and dime you. First 50 sneezes, 10 cents each.
That wasn't a whole sneeze, Doctor.
Well, we'll tell them it was just a nickel sneeze.
Oh, that's generous.
Maybe it's time to look at U.S. Healthcare. Your coverage is complete and begins the very first day of membership. No deductibles, no paperwork, and doctor's visits are only $2.
I'm trying not to sneeze.
Whoops, coughs are a quarter. In your health plan, you pay for the first 30.
That's one.
Oh, no.
U.S. Healthcare. No nickels, no dimes, no deductible. And 91% of our surveyed members said that they'd recommend their U.S. Healthcare doctor to a friend.
Oh, good.
We're back to sneezes. That's 32.
Only 18 to go, Mr. Bingler.
U.S. Healthcare. Monitoring your family's healthcare.
A 23-yard touchdown pass from Tom Hodson to Marv Cook, and the Patriots score first in the 1991 season to take a 7-0 lead over the Indianapolis Colts. And Jason Starofsky will be kicking off from midfield because after the touchdown pass, the Colts were guilty of roughing Tommy Hodson. The penalty assessed after the touchdown, so Starofsky will kick it off to a pair of defensive backs who are back to receive the kickoff for the Colts, along with Clarence Verdun. Verdun is in the middle, and he is flanked to his right by rookie Dave McCloughan, and to his left, to the near side, by defensive back Alan Grant.
Now, if you really wanted to gamble, this is a nice spot to try an onside kick.
Good idea, Duke. Good idea. All right, Starofsky set to kick it off. The ball teed at the 50. Starofsky booms it away, however, and it's going to go all the way, I believe, through the uprights. Yes, it did. No return on this one. That's a good point, Gino. That would have been a great spot to try.
Well, it all depends on how you feel about a 7-0 lead early in the game. I mean, you're talking about onsiding it, and it has to go 10 yards to the 40, so conceivably, if they didn't pull it off, you're asking the other team to start at about the 37 or 38-yard line, and maybe you don't want to give them that kind of field position following a touchdown. But if you pull it off and you got the ball again, now you can really kill the other team early.
All right, let's take a timeout here in Indianapolis with a score. The Patriots 7 and the Colts nothing.
During the JCPenney Labor Day sale, you'll save 25% off the regular price on all junior jeans. You'll also save on all girls' and boys' jeans and every pair of Levi's for men and young men. Then save on sheets and towels for the dorm. Home collection twin sheets regularly $4.99 are just $3.99. And the JCPenney bath towel is just $4.99, the lowest price of the year.
JCPenney, where fashion comes to life.
Looking for a break on a new set of tires?
Yeah, but who's gonna do that?
Sullivan Tire will. Right now, through September 14th, the Goodyear Invicta GL is on sale at Sullivan Tire.
What kind of sale are you talking about?
Buy 3 Goodyear Invicta GL 45,000-mile all-season white wall radials at Sullivan Tire's regular low price and get the 4th tire free.
So I'll save 25% on a set of tires.
Goodyear Invicta GL radial tires.
That's a great deal, but I also need some brake work.
Sullivan Tire also has a full line of mechanical services, including tune-ups, shocks, oil changes, and disc brake work. Sullivan Tire has been serving New England drivers' needs for 36 years.
What's the deal on those tires again?
Buy 3 Goodyear Invicta GL 45,000-mile all-season white wall radials at the regular price. Get the 4th tire free at Sullivan Tire, Goodyear's largest independent dealer in New England. Or stop into any Jordan Marsh Car Care Center. Sullivan Tire will give you a break on a set of tires. Offer good now now through September 14th at any Sullivan Tire location or any Jordan Marsh Car Care Center.
So the Indianapolis Colts, I knew I would say that one time today.
Oh, you did that on purpose.
No, I didn't.
Yes, you did.
The Indianapolis Colts will be 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. They come out of the huddle with Pat Beach, the tight end, left. Eric Dickerson, the lone setback. Anthony Johnson wide to the near side. To the far side, it is Billy Brooks. And in the slot for the Colts is Hester. They give us to Dickerson, turning wide to the right. Play being turned in, chopped down at about the 22-yard line. Goes Eric Dickerson, moving up for the Patriots. Actually coming across from the backside was Chris Singleton, along with inside linebacker Eugene Lockhart. Eugene, the hitting machine. The ball will be placed down at the 21-yard line. That's a gain of only 1 yard for Dickerson. 2nd and 9 for the Colts.
Dickerson had one of his poorest years last year, 677 yards on 166 rushes. He has a career average of 4.6. And but against New England, his average is only 3.6 in his career.
And that's something. Wide to the near side left comes Brooks. In the slot is Hester. Out of a shotgun formation, Jeff George has Dickerson as lone setback left of him. Back to throw is George, 2nd down and 9. Looks over the middle, fires over the middle, complete. The clearance for Dan at the 30, 35. He's at the 40, outside of the 50-yard line and goes out of bounds. Pushed out by Jerome Henderson. Clarence for Dan, 5'8", 162-pounder, 6-year player from Southwest Louisiana. Gets the Colts fans roaring.
He's a water bug. He's dangerous as heck. He had Maurice Hurst in pursuit as he ran away from Maurice running across the field. And Hurst, of course, not playing in preseason, just couldn't catch up to him. Took a swipe at him, trying to knock his heels together as he was running away from him. But in the meantime, he ran up against the other cornerback, and he was able to knock him out of bounds. But a big gain for the Colts.
Now they come out in a standard formation with the backs in a split. Dickerson and Johnson. To the far side, Brooks to the near side, Hester. Tight end right, Beach. Patriots 5-man front. They shift now. Pats lead 7-0 here in the first quarter, 6.5 minutes to play. Back to throw is George. He's being rushed. He fires it into the ground.
Boy, good coverage by the Patriots. They've really been bottling up the receivers for the Colts, forcing George to ground that one, Gil.
Gino, we were talking about Jeff George before the game. A lot of people think he's the quarterback of the 90s in the NFL. What do you think?
He's certainly got the talent. He's got the strong arm. He's got the quick release, and he's got the know-how. He's got the savvy. Just got some bad habits. He throws off his back foot a lot. He leaves himself open to taking some severe shots after he throws the ball. And you'll find that if his passes don't connect, he'll be underthrown because of his throwing on his back foot and falling back a lot.
Patriots with a nickel package in there right now. 5 defensive backs. 2nd down and 10 for the Colts. It's a draw play to Eric Dickerson. Heading up to the midfield stripe. Gets only to the Patriot 48. And he is crunched down there as the Patriots quickly converged on Dickerson. Singleton was there. Vincent Brown was there. And out of the secondary, Mickey Washington. Now it's a gain of 2 for Eric Dickerson. It'll bring up 3rd down and 8 for Indianapolis at the Patriot 48-yard line. 6 minutes to play in the first quarter. The Patriots leading 7-0 on a 23-yard touchdown pass from Tommy Hodson to Marv Cook. Colts come out. It is Brooks to the far side right. To the slot right goes Hester. To the near side left comes Verdun. On the left wing is Johnson, and George is in a shotgun formation. Colts try to go right to left. Patriots 4-man front with a big gap in the middle. They start to show blitz, now back off. Johnson goes in motion from left to right. Back to throw is George. Over the middle it goes. It is complete there to Anthony Johnson, brought down at the Patriot 35-yard line. But a first down. Jerome Henderson and Fred Marion bringing down Anthony Johnson at the 35-yard line. But now twice in a row in this series, Jeff George has completed 3rd down passes.
Yeah, and Anthony Johnson filling the hole left vacant by Albert Bentley. He has to turn in to be that type of receiver, which Bentley is really been the core of this offense for the Colts. So you got to figure Johnson's going to play his role. He went in motion from left to right, cut back in across the middle, going left. Comes up with the pass reception. Johnson, 6 feet, 222 out of Notre Dame.
1st and 10 Colts at the Patriot 35-yard line. Dickerson the lone setback. Back to throw is George. Looking, firing left. It is caught there by Johnson again at the 30. To the Patriot 25 to the 24 and a first down. Anthony Johnson again. Harry Colon brings him down with Eugene Lockhart and Vincent Brown. But the Colts are now marching all the way down to the Patriot 24-yard line on the completion from George to Johnson. Anthony Johnson, in his 2nd year with the Colts, was their 2nd-round draft pick in 1990. Oddly enough, he did not carry the ball from scrimmage at all last year, but he did catch 5 passes for 32 yards and 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, he's a fine receiver, and like I said, he's playing the position that Albert Bentley plays, so you got to figure the plays are in there, and these are the types of things that they have done with Bentley, so they just have to do them with Johnson and hope that he can play as well.
Brooks to the far side right. To the near side left is Hester for the Colts. Play action fake by George. Rolling to the right. Now looking back to the left. Firing to the end zone. Wide open. Touchdown, Billy Brooks. Jeff George fires a 24-yard touchdown strike to Billy Brooks, the former BU Terrier. And the Indianapolis Colts have come back to get to within a point of the Patriots.
Well, Billy Brooks burned Mickey Washington that time. It was a play action with George fading off to the right. And on the left side, Billy Brooks runs a post corner pattern. Mickey Washington bit on the post. Brooks turned him right around, inside out, went back into the corner, was all alone. George just lofted an easy touchdown strike right into his hands.
An 80-yard drive by the Indianapolis Colts, and now Dean Biasucci will try to tie it up for Indianapolis. With 4 minutes to play here in the first quarter. The snap, the ball is down, the kick is up, it is good with a score 7-7. Let's take a timeout on the New England Patriots Radio Network.
Well, this ought to go pretty quick. That's Ed Maroney, painting the living room. Ed's done his fair share of painting. He's gone through 3 ladders, hundreds of rollers, and thousands of gallons of paint. And that's just in the past year. See, Ed's a professional painter, and like pros everywhere, he gets everything at Sherwin-Williams. Now, if all those pros count on Sherwin-Williams, shouldn't you? Sir. There's only one paint this good, and there's only one place you can get it. The pros know. Ask Sherwin-Williams.
Everybody's doing the Ford Factory Authorized Clearance Stands because Ford is giving year-end buyers one last chance for incredible values. Here's how you do it. First, take a step in the direction of your Ford dealer. Then, step up to one of our salesmen to get 2.9% APR Ford credit financing or Ford's biggest cashback offers of the year. Then, step into a hot new Ford for a test drive.
Now's your last chance to get $1,000 cash back on Ranger, Mustang, and Tempo, up to $1,600 on Taurus, and $2,000 on Aerostar vans. Or get 2.9% financing for 48 months on the all-new Escort. 48 months at $2,209 per thousand finance with 10% down. But hurry, retail deliveries from dealer stock by $925.91. See your Ford dealer for qualification details.
And then, for your big finish, step out in your new Ford. See your New England Ford dealers.
Dean Biasucci will kick it off for the Indianapolis Colts. They drive 80 yards to tie the game at 7-7. Don't miss the Patriots when they go on the road. The Carlson Travel Network offers affordable trips to all the away game destinations. Call the Carlson Travel Network toll-free, 1-800-283-8777. So far, Gino, the Patriots' defense against the rush has been good. Defense against the pass has been bad.
Yeah, when they're killing them with the play-action stuff, they're able to contain the defensive line with the play-action, threatening to run, and then they're also holding the linebackers with that play-action because they're not getting the depth that they have to get to help out the secondary. Jeff George, that time, picking apart with the assistance from the coaching staff as to what they're calling. But that play-action, fake right and throwing left was a thing of beauty.
Biasucci to kick it off. Vaughn to the far side. To the near side is Timpson, end over end and returnable. John Vaughn will field it at the goal line. Heads up the left hash to the 5, 10. Turns it outside 15. Needs a block, doesn't get it. He's across the 20 and tumbled out of bounds at about the 23-yard line on the far side of the field. Tony Walker over there for the Colts, along with Quintus McDonald to make the tackle on John Vaughn. And the Patriots will have it 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line. 3 minutes, 50 seconds remaining first quarter. 7-7's our score from the Hoosier Dome. Next Sunday, the Patriots open the regular season at Foxboro against the Cleveland Browns. 1 o'clock kickoff at Foxboro. Pats come out of the huddle with a one-back formation. It is Leonard Russell. Wide to the near side is Marv Cook. Fryer in the slot. Wide to the far side left, McMurtry. The give is to Russell. Coming to the right, now back to the left as he tried to counter, but he's brought down. Good defensive play by 6'5", 251-pound linebacker Dwayne Bickett.
Try to cut back going against the grain. The pole was designed to go off of center, I believe. Saw there was no hole. Tried to slide down the line of scrimmage going left, but Bickett, certainly a guy that Ron Meyer has great respect for, a guy who did not play much during preseason, but he's been installed there today and playing like he's been playing all summer.
A gain of a yard, 2nd down and 9 for the Patriots at their own 24. Slot to the near side again is Fryer. Russell remains the lone setback. Coates is the tight end right. The give is to Leonard Russell. Left side drive, off tackle, smacks it out to about the 29-yard line. And a gain in the play of about 5 yards for Russell. It'll bring up 3rd down and 4 for the Patriots. Maybe 3rd and 3. Let's see where they place the football down. It is placed to the 30-yard line. So it's 3rd down and 3 for the Patriots from their own 30-yard line on the far hash mark. They're trying to go left to right here in the opening quarter.
Well, if you're a Washington Redskin fan, you'd recognize that play, Gil. It was the counter Trey running left with guard and tackle on the right side, leading Leonard Russell going off left tackle.
Slots to both sides. Hodson out of a shotgun formation. 3rd down and 3. Movement on both sides of the line. As on the right side for Indianapolis, Chris Good, cornerback, was up on the line of scrimmage. He started to move. And then Bruce Armstrong moved, and the flag went down.
I think they're going to call Irving Fryer possibly for false start.
False start. Number 78.
Armstrong.
Prior to the snap.
It's Bruce Armstrong, so the ball goes back to the 25-yard line, and that certainly changes the complexion of things.
Yeah.
Patriots, instead of 3rd and 3, now have a 3rd down and 8 from their own 25. The Colts have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 defensive backs in there, so that is what is referred to as a dime package. 3 down linemen and 2 linebackers. Patriots come out with slots to both sides of the field. Russell, the lone setback, 3rd down and 8 from their own 25-yard line. Hodson on the give to Russell, but he is smacked down for no gain. They try to draw, and it didn't work. The Colts read it like an open book. Mel Agee on the tackle for the Colts, along with Dwayne Bickett and Jeff Herod.
Well, there's obviously been a momentum swing here. The Patriots grabbed the momentum early in this game to take a 7-0 lead, but since then, their offense, unable to get on track, have just been giving the Colts all kinds of ammunition on their defense because their offense is underway.
The dangerous Clarence Verdun back deep to receive the punt at his 33-yard line. Brian Wagner stands at his 9 to punt for the Patriots. His first kick was not a good one. Wagner awaiting the snap. It's on the money. Handles it well, runs it out. This is a good punt. High in the air, tumbling down. Verdun will take it at his 33. Heading to the right. Going to be hit and swarmed under. Oh, he's buried. Back inside the 30-yard line. A 43-yard punt for Brian Wagner as George Adams was down there for the Patriots, along with Ben Coates and with Tony Zachary to make the tackle. Let's take a timeout with a score tied 7-7.
Are you too embarrassed to kiss the spouse of the house in the morning? Well, we've hooked up your radio to a special device designed to determine whether you have morning breath and need scope. To test your breath, simply exhale into your radio. Now, while we're making our analysis, you should know that Scope is the mouthwash with 2 antiseptic ingredients that kill 90% of the bacteria that cause morning breath. And the results? Whoa, baby, do you need Scope? For fresh breath, it's the best thing first thing in the morning.
Everyone who drives must know what it's like to have more passengers than seats or more cargo than truck space. That happens from time to time. Well, Ford has the solution. Members of the Ford Rent-A-Car system offer great rental deals on superbly maintained Ford cars, vans, and pickups. They're ready to help when you need to carry more than your own car can handle, or when you feel like adding a touch of automotive class to some special occasion, say a luxuriously equipped Thunderbird or Crown Victoria, or just when you need another set of dependable wheels on hand for whatever reason. Rent by the day, the week, or longer, and rent from Ford with confidence because their low rate includes insurance and their expert technicians keep the rental fleet in tip-top shape. See your Ford dealer for the quick and easy answer to your temporary transportation problem. See Bonnell Ford on Cambridge Street in Winchester, Main Street Ford, Main Street in Waltham, or Framingham Ford, Route 9 in Framingham.
A minute and 16 seconds remaining here in the first quarter. We're tied at 7-7 as the two teams have traded touchdown passes. Tommy Hodson, 23 yards to Marv Cook, and Jeff George, 24 yards to Billy Brooks. The Colts have the ball again after the punt. 1st and 10 at their own 33-yard line. Far hash mark, they'll be going right to left here at the Hoosier Dome. Defensively, the Patriots have Brent Williams and Ray Agnew as the defensive ends. Fred Smirlis is the tackle. The linebackers, Singleton and Tippett outside. Brown and Lockhart inside. Defensive backs are Hurst, Washington, Colon, and Marion. Dickerson, the lone setback for the Colts, in a slot to the right. They give us to Eric Dickerson to the right, breaks it back middle across the 35 to the 37-yard line. Eugene Lockhart is there to make the tackle for the Patriots with Chris Singleton. And a pretty good gain on 1st down for Dickerson out to the 38-yard line.
Oh, yeah, you can get 5 yards on first down, whether you get it in the air or on the ground. That gives you so many more options on your second and short, third and short, as opposed to second and long and third and long. Edge goes to the Colt offense now.
Second down and 5 for Indianapolis. To the near side is Brooks. To the far side, Johnson with Hester in the slot and Dickerson the lone setback. 3-man down front. The give is to Dickerson again. Heads to the left, galloping to the outside at the 40. Got himself up first, close to a first down as he's brought down close to the 43-yard line. See where they spot the ball as to whether it is a first down. They're going to give him the 44-yard line. So after throwing the ball upfield throughout the first quarter, the Colts are now starting to run it with Dickerson, and they've run successfully for a first down to the 44-yard line. They're going to let the first quarter come to a close here without running another play, as Jeff George is over on the sidelines already talking to Ron Meyer to decide what they're going to do. And that is the end of the first quarter of play. From the Hoosier Dome, let's take a timeout with a score. The Patriots 7 and the Colts 7.
I'm out here interviewing allergy sufferers who took Benadryl today. You, sir, can I ask how you feel?
Sorry, I promised my wife I'd rake the lawn.
Ma'am, can I talk to you about Benadryl?
I can't talk. Time to walk the dog. Heel can.
Miss, could you tell me...
Smell those wildflowers. I'm sorry, you were saying?
I guess that says it all. When allergies come on strong, allergy sufferers know Benadryl comes on stronger. It's the leading allergy medication available without prescription. Use Benadryl as directed.
Want to buy a wind-up toy, mister?
No, thanks.
This giraffe doing backflips is
no.
cute. How about this doggy doing the hula?
Say, do I know you?
Were you at the wind-up toy convention?
You're Robert Kaczynski. Business Daily named you Man of the Year in '88.
Hold it down.
What happened? Why are you so...
I fumbled the ball, lost it all.
Didn't make budget?
Nah, it was the health plan I picked for my employees.
Really?
Yeah, I went with a plan that had lower premiums, but they nickel and dime my employees with out-of-pocket expenses before they could make their deductible.
Well, you should have chosen U.S. Healthcare.
U.S. Healthcare?
Yeah, they don't have a deductible, so your employees would be covered from the day you join.
Now somebody tells me.
Oh, yeah, with U.S. Healthcare, you only pay $2 for office visits, and that even covers lab tests and x-rays.
Now somebody tells me.
There's not even any paperwork with U.S. Healthcare.
Now somebody...
See, you can't put a price on employee morale.
Oh, I didn't know that then, but I do now.
Yeah, but now it's...
Too late.
Yeah, boy, so you lost everything because you didn't choose U.S. Healthcare.
Well, it was that and the embezzlement.
Someone embezzled from your company?
Yeah, me.
Ask your employer about U.S. Healthcare, the plan with no deductible. U.S. Healthcare, monitoring your family's healthcare.
Here's the simple solution when you've got more people or payload than your car can carry. Visit Bunnell Ford, 353 Cambridge Street, Winchester, for a great rental deal on the Ford car or truck that will handle the job with ease. Final scores around the NFL from games played earlier today. New Orleans 27, Seattle 24. Kansas City beat Atlanta 14-3. Philadelphia 20, Green Bay 3, but the Eagles suffered a serious loss in that game. Quarterback Randall Cunningham, we're told, torn knee ligaments, will be out for the season. Dallas rolled over Cleveland 26-14. The Jets beat Tampa Bay 16-13. It is 1st and 10 for the Colts at their own 44-yard line, now going left to right in the second quarter. Dickerson again is the lone setback. Patriots shift up on the defensive front. Play action fake by George. Looking left, firing left upfield. Overthrown, intended for Jesse Hester, incomplete at the 30-yard line.
Had Hester coming in on a square-in pattern. Freddie Marion getting over there in a hurry, along with Mickey Washington. Had they been focusing on the ball a little more, may have come up with the interception instead of going for the man, because that was wildly overthrown for Hester.
Partial scores: Miami leads Buffalo 7-0 first quarter. Houston 6-0 over the Raiders. Minnesota 3-0 over Chicago second quarter. Cincinnati and Denver 7-7 in the first. Pittsburgh 3-0 over San Diego. Phoenix 14-0 over the Rams in the first quarter. Second down and 10. Colts at their own 44. They'll go out of a shotgun. Quarterback George has Dickerson to his left side, and George takes the straight snap. Back to throw, looking right, now rolling right, now firing right, and it is complete! Great catch in the air by Billy Brooks. No way that pass should have been completed. Jerome Henderson was right there, leaped in the air, and was in right position, just didn't knock the ball away, and he should have.
Just a pure athletic move by Brooks that time to keep his feet in bounds after he caught it. Jerome Henderson squeezed him along the sidelines. The ball looked like it had to be caught out of bounds, but a great receiver move by Brooks that time to leap over Henderson, make the catch, come down, and keep his feet in bounds.
So the Colts have a first down at the Patriots' 33-yard line, and now they're going to look at it on replay.
Well, it's that close, but from what we've seen, Gil, you got to give it to Brooks and the Colts as a receiving completion.
Well, let's take a look at it on the replay that we have. And I see 1 foot inbounds, or do I? Let's see. There's one in. And is the other one touchdown?
Yeah, I think they'll give it to him.
It appears as though the other foot is inbounds. I mean, it appears as though he had touched it down. Now, the thing was, did the foot touch down?
After further review, the play stands.
It did touch down, okay? So it's a first down for the Colts. 1st and 10 at the Patriots' 33-yard line.
Yeah, I think the Colts, seeing that they can almost throw at will, Gil, are going to stay with their throwing game. Even though they want to run the football, they did it on that previous series for a while, but they just seem to be more confident throwing the ball, so I think we can expect to see them stay with it.
1st and 10, Indianapolis, out of a shotgun. George is back to throw. No pressure. Fires over the middle. Caught over the middle at the 30-yard line. Completed to Anthony Johnson. A gain of about 3 yards on the play. Brought down immediately by Chris Singleton. But a 3-yard pass completion to Johnson over the middle will bring up 2nd down and 7 for the Colts.
Yeah, and the problem that we see right now, at least from this vantage point, is that George has too much time to wait for some receiver to get open. He's not being hurried, not being rushed at all. And I got to tell you, he's going to take your eye teeth that way.
Well, their offensive line is huge. 4 of the 5 starters are 300 pounds or over. Well, they've got some wide bodies in there. 2nd down and 7 Colts. Far hash mark going left to right. Pat's 30-yard line. Dickerson the lone setback. Slot to the left for George. They give us to Eric Dickerson. Sweeping wide to the right. Hemmed in. Gets it across the 30 to about the 27-yard line. Making the tackle for the Patriots, Garen Veras, along with Ray Agnew and Chris Singleton. About a 3-yard gain for Dickerson. They're going to mark it down somewhere around the 28, 27-yard line.
Yeah, I don't see any of the Patriot defense really taking a shot at that ball. When you get Dickerson in a vulnerable position like that, when he sees he has nowhere to go, he's got a history of leaving that ball on the ground. And when they got him corralled like that, they really should be taking shots at the ball.
All right, Indianapolis will come out with a 3rd down and 5 yards to go. They're calling it the 28-yard line. 3rd and 5 from the Patriots' 28. Out of a shotgun formation, George has Dickerson to his right side. Has a slot to the left. Anthony Johnson is on the right wing. He goes in motion to the left. George takes the direct snap, rolls back, looking left, fires over the middle, and it is, let's see, is that a catch or an incompletion?
Great catch.
Yep, great catch indeed. George got really bombed just as he got the ball away, but it's a completion for a 1st down, again to that man, Anthony Johnson.
Yeah, well, when they finally got some pressure on him, he threw the ball on the ground. It looked like it was a hurried pass, and had it low, just exactly what the Patriots wanted, but yet a superb athletic reception by Johnson that time. An individual play is what made that play successful.
So it's 1st and 10 for the Colts at the Patriots' 22, and through the air, Jeff George is carving him up. And now an official timeout, and are we going to get another replay?
Well, you can almost expect that they're going to do that. A lot of times the opposing teams will say, they're questioning.
The field is a catch. The play is being reviewed.
Play is being reviewed. It was close to being, on the ground, so I guess they're going to look at it again. I don't know.
From this angle and not even looking at the monitor, he made the catch from what I could see.
It was a little wounded duck that he threw, and it looked like he made the catch off the top of the surface.
Yeah, and he held it
on.
Yeah. Cradled his arms underneath like a good receiver will do once making the catch in his hands, and then just kind of cradle his forearms underneath the ball as he's going down on the ground to ensure that he had his arms between the ground and the ball.
So it's a 1st down for the Colts at the Patriots' 22-yard line. 1st and 10. Near hash mark. Backs now in a split. Now, Dickerson actually is lined up as the tailback. Offset as the fullback. Right is Anthony Johnson. Oops. Whoop. George falls down, gets back up, now starts to roll to the right and throws the ball away.
Boy, see, that's where you just really got to have pressure on him. As he was pulling out from underneath the center, he either clipped heels with the guard pulling or the center sometimes in setting up will plant his left foot back and he'll step on the quarterback's foot as he's pulling away and causing the quarterback to fall down. Yet he got up. He had the presence of mind. What to do is get out of there, and he was able to get up before any of the pressure could get to him, so he got the pass off. Otherwise, he could have been thrown for a loss of some 6-7 yards.
George is 8 for 12, 109 yards passing so far in the first half. 11:53 left in the quarter. 7-7 is the score. 2nd and 10 for the Colts at the Patriots' 22-yard line. George takes the direct snap. Here's a blitz. He's hit. Down he goes.
Good defensive call.
Back at about the 27-yard line, a loss of 4 on the play. The men finally making the tackle, Brent Williams and Ray Agnew, but all that was set up by the corner blitz.
Corner blitz coming in and really put the pressure on him. Freddie Marion lined up outside the tight end. faking like he was dropping back, and he just came flying in. Nobody picked him up, so he saw a flash of him coming from the outside, and with that, the pressure coming inside, so the blitz was a good call, and it was effective.
The ball is back to the 26-yard line of the Patriots, bringing up 3rd down and 14 yards to go for the Colts at the Patriots' 26. 3 receivers to the left side. From the outside in, Brooks, Hester, and then Johnson. To the near side right is Verdun. The lone setback is Dickerson. Now Hester goes in motion right, now goes back in motion left. George drops straight back to throw on 3rd and 14. It's a screen setup. No, it isn't. He's going long and deep to the end zone. Hurst knocks it away, intended for Jesse Hester. Knocked away by Hurst, and now a fight is breaking out between one of the Colts offensive linemen, and I can't see who the Patriot is. Can't see his number. We'll see when they get separated, but the play was going way down to the left side in the end zone, and these two guys are over here at the 30, closer to us, and they started wrestling around. It was Garen Veras of the Patriots, and for the Colts, it was their offensive lineman, Kevin Call, who's rather a free spirit type.
Well, I'll tell you what, the way Garen Veras has been playing throughout preseason doesn't surprise me. He's just full of grit and full of fire, and he's playing that kind of football this year. Now, Dean Biasucci is going to line up for a field goal. He has a career mark of 103 in 140 attempts, which is a 73.6 percentage mark, and that's the highest career average by any Colt who's ever been a place kicker.
Ron Stark, the punter, will hold from the 34-yard line, a 44-yard field goal attempt for Biasucci. Slight angle to his left. Stark, the snap, gets the ball down. The kick is up. It is on the way, and it is no good. Wide to the left side with a score remaining 7-7. Let's take a timeout on the New England Patriots Radio Network.
The Johnson Collection.
Don't miss the Patriots when they go on the road. The Carlson Travel Network offers affordable trips to all of the away game destinations. Call the Carlson Travel Network toll-free, 1-800-283-8777. So the Patriots take over on the missed field goal attempt by Biasucci. 1st and 10 Patriots. The ball is at their own 27-yard line as they try to go right to left here in the second quarter, near hash mark. 7-7 is our score, 11:08 to play. In the second quarter, they come out with Ivy Joe Hunter as the fullback, Leonard Russell the tailback, double tight end offense, and Irving Fryer wide to the right side, to the far side of the field for the Patriots. Tommy Hodson calling signals on 1st down. Pitch to Russell, turning it wide left, cuts inside across the 20, across the 25, across the 30, driving, still going to the 35, to the 36-yard line. This kid just never stops those legs from churning. Mark it down at the 35-yard line, and a terrific 8-yard run by Leonard Russell. The last 3 or 4 yards, all of it second and third effort before they finally were able to, 4 or 5 of them, wrestle him down.
Yeah, you're right, Gil. A very determined run, but I got to tell you, he's carrying that ball awfully loose in his left hand, letting it fly away from his body. Kind of scary, but nonetheless, he hasn't put it on the ground yet, so we can't criticize him for that.
Gives him a 2nd down and 2 out of an I formation. Off the right wing in motion. Coming left is Cook. The give is to Russell again, off right tackle, trying to drive for the 1st down. Got close, but I'm not sure if he made it or not. Moving up from linebacker Jeff Herod to make the stop for the Colts. It is a 1st down. They give him the 1st down. On the bottom of the stack for Indianapolis, Donnell Thompson, a former number 1 pick for Indianapolis, and Tony Saragusa, the former University of Pittsburgh star defensive lineman. Ball is marked up to the 38-yard line. 1st and 10.
The scales at like a nice 303 poundage.
Amazing. I remember when I was a kid paying attention to pro football, the only guy that weighed 300 pounds was Les Bingaman of the Detroit Lions. Now, you hardly find a lineman that doesn't weigh 300. 1st and 10 Patriots, their own 38-yard line. Russell, the lone setback, slot to the far side right. The give is to Russell again, heading to the left. He's in trouble, spun down. No gain.
Yeah, I think they're going to the well a little too often right now, running him 3 times in a row. You know, you're going to kind of like just tire him out a little bit. There's got to be some kind of play action pass on 1st down, or throwing the ball on 1st down, and getting away from this pattern that the Patriots have developed so far in this game.
Leonard Russell has already carried the ball 13 times for 38 yards. That's about a 3-yard per average carry. 2nd down and 10 for the Patriots from their own 38-yard line.
Yeah, all the things you're trying to avoid, 2nd and long.
Wide to the far side right is Fryer. Go ahead, Gino.
That's right.
Into the right side slot is McMurtry. Double tight ends for the Patriots. They've got George Adams now playing tight end left side. 2nd and 10. Hodson rolls right. Looks, fires upfield, wide open, complete to Marv Cook across the 45 and out close to midfield. before he's dragged down very close to the first down marker. It's across the floor. And another little battle. Greg McMurtry now is into something with one of the Colts. A good 5 yards away from the play. That was Mike Pryor, 6-year defensive back, who got into it with McMurtry.
Is that Daniel or... no, I think it's Eugene Daniel.
I'm sorry, you're right. Eugene Daniel. You're right.
But anyway, getting back to the reception, what a fine catch by Marv Cook. I mean, I tell you, the guy's really got outstanding pass-catching hands.
Marv Cook, the Patriots' third-round pick in '89. 6'4", 234.
A Hawkeye.
A Hawkeye. First and 10, Patriots at their own 48-yard line. The backs now, Vaughn, split in the backfield with Ivy Joe Hunter on first and 10 at their own 48. They give us to John Vaughn, and he is cut down for a loss at the 37, a 1-yard loss. Knifing across quickly was linebacker Dwayne Bickett to drop John Vaughn at the 37-yard line. It'll bring up 2nd and 11 for the Patriots from their own 37.
Obviously, hand goes to the Colts for diagnosing that play. They must have seen something in the setup or the formation, especially with Vaughn in there, that allowed Bickett to be in the backfield so quick and right in the face of Vaughn as he was getting the handoff. So maybe good defensive scouting for the Colts.
2nd down and 11, Patriots. Pryor to the far side right. McMurtry near side left. Backs are split. Vaughn and Hunter again are the backs. Tight end is left. Hodson drops straight back. Blitz coming. Fires. Complete to Irving Pryor. Up to the Indianapolis Colts 36-yard line on the first down. And as Pryor caught it, his feet went out from underneath him. And what he was trying to do was plant his feet and pivot around and go back up the other way and head down toward the goal line.
And on top of that, as he was sliding on his derriere, he was trying to get up maybe before he was going to get touched by the defensive back coming up.
Well, it's a first down completion. Hodson to Pryor. First reception of the year for Irving Pryor.
And a good blitz read by not only Pryor, but also the quarterback Hodson.
First and 10, Patriots at the Colts 36-yard line. Now Vaughn is the lone setback as they have a double tight end and the man on the left wing. Back to throw is Hodson. Over the middle it goes. It is complete to Ben Coates, and the rookie goes down to the Colts 30-yard line and a gain of 6 yards on the play. Tackle made by Chip Banks of Indianapolis on rookie tight end Ben Coates, who makes his first NFL reception. He's going to be one player, I'm telling you. He's 6'5", 250 pounds, soft hands. Quarterbacks love to throw to him during practice sessions because he's got such great hands.
Yeah, you're going to hear a lot about him, I think, as time goes on, because he has all the earmarks of being a gifted athlete with the ball. You know, he can run with it. He got 4.6 speed for a tight end.
2nd down and 4, Patriots at the Colts 30-yard line. Hunter offset as the fullback left. Vaughn is the tailback. He gets the call. A hole through the right side. On his feet down inside the 25 to the 20-yard line goes John Vaughn, the former Michigan Wolverine. Picks up a Patriot first down at the Colts 20-yard line. They're going to mark it at the 21, all right?
Well executed trap right on the goal line. They trapped the center, and they allowed Vaughn to go up right behind Ivy Joe Hunter, who was leading up into the hole. And a nice gain all the way down to the 21. Patriots controlling the ball, doing the things that they want to do, keeping the offense of the Colts off the field.
Hodson is 5 out of 6 for 61 yards and a touchdown. First and 10, Patriots. Colts 21-yard line. Pryor near side. McMurtry far side. It's John Vaughn left side inside the 20, trying to squeeze out a couple of more yards, and does to about the 17-yard line of the Indianapolis Colts. Before Jeff Herod is there to make the tackle with Tony Saragusa. Saragusa's second-year player. He's 303 pounds and stands 6'3". Had his senior year in college destroyed by a very bad knee injury. Otherwise, he would have been a draft pick, pretty good one, too. Ended up as a free agent.
Patriots displaying a lot of patience, staying on the ground, controlling it, picking up the yardage that they need. They started this march at their own 22, and they're down to the 18 of the Colts right now, with the score tied at 7.
2nd down and 7 yards to go. Russell back into the game as the lone setback. From wide left in motion right goes McMurtry. Play action fake. Hodson fires it to the near side. Caught by McMurtry. No, out of bounds. He caught it, juggling it out of bounds. That was a heck of a play by Hodson because Bickett was blitzing, and as Hodson rolled back after the play action, he turned, did a 180 to pivot and go back in the other direction to throw it to the left side, and when he did, there was Bickett right in his face.
Yeah, he was turning to run a play action bootleg, and Bickett, once again, a stalwart on the Colts defense, right in the face. He's diagnosing everything when he comes in across the line of scrimmage.
3rd down, Patriots, 7 yards to go, the Colts 18-yard line. Timpson, far side right, Pryor in the slot. Near side left, McMurtry. Lone setback, Russell. 3rd and 7 for the Patriots at the Indianapolis 18. Back to throw, Hodson. Fires near side through the hands of the intended receiver, Greg McMurtry, on the near side. He should have had that one.
Well, he made his cut to the outside right beyond the first down marker. When he made his cut, he fell down. He slipped down, but he got up in time, and the ball was right there, right in his numbers, and evidently didn't focus on it in time, but should have caught that one.
The Patriots will attempt a field goal. The Colts earlier tried one of 44 yards by Dean Biasucci that missed. The ball is spotted at the Colts' 18-yard line. The field goal attempt will come from the 25. It'll be a 35-yard attempt for Starofsky. Hodson to hold. Slight angle to the right for Jason Starofsky as the Patriots attempt to take the lead. The ball down, the kick is up on the way, right between the sticks. It's good. Let's take a timeout with a score. The Patriots 10 and the Colts 7.
Excuse me, sir. What do you usually do on Saturday nights?
Saturday nights? We usually go bowling.
Ever think of going to Wonderland Greyhound Park, sir?
Why would I want to do that?
Because if you come to the First Turn Pub at Wonderland, you can sink your chops into a big, juicy 8-ounce burger, make a little bet, win a little money, maybe a lot of money, and then you can pay off all your bills, quit your job, moon your boss, and basically do whatever the heck you want for the rest of your life. Or you can just go bowling.
I think I'll try Wonderland.
Wonderland Greyhound Park. Just think of the possibilities.
Everybody's doing the Ford Factory Authorized Clearance Stands because Ford is giving year-end buyers one last chance for incredible values. Here's how you do it. First, take a step in the direction of your Ford dealer. Then, step up to one of our salesmen to get 2.9% APR Ford credit financing or Ford's biggest cashback offers of the year. Then, step into a hot new Ford for a test drive.
Now's your last chance to get $1,000 cash back on Ranger, Mustang, and Tempo, up to $1,600 on Taurus, and $2,000 on Aerostar vans. Or get 2.9% financing for 48 months on the all-new Escort. 48 months at $2,209 per 1,000 finance with 10% down. But hurry, retail deliveries from dealer stock by $925.91. See your Ford dealer for qualification details.
And then, for your big finish, step out in your new Ford. See your New England Ford dealers.
Here's the simple solution when you've got more people or payload than your car can carry. Visit Bunnell Ford, 353 Cambridge Street, Winchester, for a great rental deal on the Ford car or truck that will handle the job with ease. One of the great things that I've ever seen happen in a broadcast booth happened just a moment ago. During the timeout, Gino switched. We got a TV in here, a monitor. He switched over to see what other game was on, and it was Minnesota-Chicago. And guess who caught a nice square-in pass for the Chicago Bears? Tommy Waddle, former BC player, Gino Cappelletti's son-in-law. Oh, you were so excited. That was great. I really enjoyed seeing that. Wasn't that fun?
Oh, that was great because I just flipped it over to catch the game, and just at that moment, Tommy was catching a nice square-in pattern of 10, 12 yards.
Just like his father-in-law used to do in the old days. Kick comes down to Verdun at the 5, to the right at the 10, 15, tripped up, good special teams play. Ivy Joe Hunter down covering, making the tackle for the Patriots. No, that was really exciting. I really enjoyed it. That's real nice thing to see. That was fun.
Yeah, Tommy and my daughter Cara got married this past June. They met at Boston College, and Tommy has gone on to play with the Bears for the last 2 years, being on their developmental squad and playing some last year, but getting a chance to play this year, so we're all excited about his achievements.
The officials have taken a timeout here with the football at the 18-yard line of the Indianapolis Colts, so we will take the timeout as well. Or will we?
One thing's for sure, the Patriots are getting the field position that they want the Colts to be in.
Yeah, they certainly are, and there is a timeout on the field, so we will take the timeout with the scores remaining. Patriots 10, the Colts 7.
Everyone who drives must know what it's like to have more passengers than seats or more cargo than truck space. That happens from time to time. Well, Ford has the solution. Members of the Ford Rent-A-Car system offer great rental deals on superbly maintained Ford cars, vans, and pickups. They're ready to help when you need to carry more than your own car can handle, or when you feel like adding a touch of automotive class to some special occasion, say a luxuriously equipped Thunderbird or Crown Victoria, or just when you need another set of dependable wheels on hand for whatever reason. Rent by the day, the week, or longer, and rent from Ford with confidence because their low rate includes insurance and their expert technicians keep the rental fleet in tip-top shape. See your Ford dealer for the quick and easy answer to your temporary transportation problem. See Dinger Rent-A-Car near the South Shore Plaza in Braintree, Putnam Ford Mercury on Woodstock Avenue in Putnam, Connecticut, or Bonnell Ford on Cambridge Street in Winchester.
Excuse me, ma'am. What do you usually do on weekends?
My husband and I get together with Wally and Irma and we play bridge.
Have you ever considered going to Wonderland Greyhound Park?
Why would I want to do that?
Because they've got a great sports bar. You can watch sports, enjoy a brewski, watch the Greyhounds race, make a little bet, win a little money, maybe a lot of money, maybe enough to buy diamonds, furs, a few hundred pairs of shoes, and drive around in a limousine, pop open some champagne, saying things like, I wonder what the poor people are doing, or you could just play bridge.
I'll try Wonderland.
Wonderland Greyhound Park. Just think of the possibilities.
Well, let's pause 10 seconds here. Now we're going to wait until they run the play. The Colts are just breaking the huddle. We'll wait a second until we take the station ID. First and 10, Colts at their own 18-yard line, near hash mark. They try to go left to right. Slot to the far side left is Hester. Wide is Brooks. Wide to the near side right, Johnson. The lone setback, Dickerson. George changing the play at the line of scrimmage. He sees something he wants to take advantage of. So he hands it off to Eric Dickerson to the left side, who gets 2 yards. Tim Goad in on the tackle for the Patriots, seeing his first action. Making the stop, he had help from the right side defensive end Ray Agnew and Eugene Lockhart, and one of the Colts is shaken up on the play. So let's pause 10 seconds for station identification on the New England Patriots radio network.
This is WBZ's Peter Meade. Join me for Monday Night Quarterback as we take a look at this week and next week's Patriots games. Monday night at 6 here on WBZ, Boston's news station.
The injured Indianapolis Colt is offensive tackle Kevin Call, and that roar you hear is for Bubba Paris. William Bubba Paris, 6'6", 315 pounds, and I think they're being a little liberal with his weight, is checking in to replace Call. Call is a veteran of that offensive line. He's 6'7", 308, 8-year player from Colorado State, and a good football player. They're having troubles on the other side of the offensive line, their left side of the offensive line. They felt the right side, the Colts did, was pretty strong with Kevin Call and Randy Dixon, who normally starts, with Brian Baldinger starting today. And now Call is coming out, walking pretty gingerly on his right foot, hardly about putting it down, but pretty much under his own power. So Bubba Paris, who had been with the San Francisco 49ers and then was waived after some troubles with the 49ers over his weight and all that business, reports in for his first play as an Indianapolis Colt. The play will be 2nd down and 8 for Indianapolis at their own 20-yard line. The ball is on the far hash mark. We have 4:23 to play in the first half. The Patriots lead 10-7, in case you're just dialing in. 23-yard touchdown pass from Hodson to Cook and a 35-yard field goal by Starofsky, the Patriots scoring plays. Indianapolis out. 2nd down, 8 yards to go. Anthony Johnson lines up on the right wing. Wide to the near side right is Hester. Into the right side slot is Brooks. Verdun wide to the far side left. Out of a shotgun formation, Jeff George. And now Hester goes in motion from right to left. And back to throw is George. Here's the rush, and they bury him. Ray Agnew came barreling up the middle. I mean, there was nobody near him. Agnew just thundering up the middle, swarmed into Jeff George and sacked him back inside the 10-yard line.
So Bubba Paris in there to block, did not have a chance to do the job there.
Have another hamburger, Bubba.
They only had 3 offensive linemen trying to protect George. And with that, the Patriots were able to mount a rush and pressure George and knock him back down inside the 10-yard line, about the 7-yard line. So good defensive stand, pushing the Colts even further back.
3rd down and 21 yards to go for the Indianapolis Colts at their own 7-yard line. 3rd and 21. George up to the line of scrimmage. Ducks under center. Has a slot to his right side. Dickerson, the lone setback. The give is to Eric Dickerson, heading up the middle, now turning to the right across the 10, 15, 20, on his feet to the 25, out to the 27-yard line. I don't think he got the first down.
I do.
Depends where they spot the ball. That was a great play by Eric Dickerson. They give him a first down to the 28-yard line. That was a great play.
Yeah, but that's what you got to kind of expect and guard against. You know, you can let him throw that underneath stuff, and you figure you got the coverage, but you just can't allow him to shred through that middle like that, especially going upfield. If you got him going laterally, at least you got a chance to prevent him from getting to that first down marker. But they let him worm his way right up through the middle.
And that play did not start out all that well for the Colts. They should have probably dropped him back at the line of scrimmage. First down, Eric Dickerson, and the Colts are out to their 28-yard line. Near hash mark, they try to go left to right. Here in the second quarter, 2:42 to play. Dickerson, the lone setback behind George, a slot to the right side. The pitch is to Dickerson, heading wide to the left, being turned in, and ripped out of bounds on the far side by Mickey Washington. Good job by the Patriots that time of stringing it out along the defensive line.
Exactly. He's looking to cut that short corner When I talk about the short corner, that means when a sweep is designed, the closer you can cut it to your offensive line and go upfield, the better. But when you start stringing it out, that running back really does not have the momentum or the power or the room in order to pull off the play. So good defensive play by stringing it out.
It'll be 2nd down and 10 for the Colts at their own 28-yard line. No gain in the play. Indianapolis sends Verdun wide to the far side left. Brooks wide to the near side right. Hester is in the left side slot. On the right wing is Johnson. Dickerson is the lone setback. Now Hester out of the left slot in motion right. Jeff George drops straight back to throw. Fires a bullet upfield. It is complete at the 39-yard line.
Patriots got that ball.
No, intercepted. You're right.
No, I don't know if they're going to give it to him. He stole it from him when they were going down. He didn't intercept it, but he stole it from him going down.
Now the officials are all gathered around. It looked like a reception at the Colts' 39-yard line, and you're right. The ball was stolen out of his hands. And are they going to replay this or what?
No, they're not going to give it to him.
Nope. First down, Indianapolis. Comes with a 2-minute warning. So, with a score, the Patriots 10 and the Colts 7. Let's take a timeout on the New England Patriots Radio Network.
Uno means number one for deep dish pizza and fun.
Yeah, their pizza's the best.
My two favorites are the spinacoli and the 4 cheese.
Hey, guys, I love that chicken fajita pizza.
Yeah. Uno means number one.
Oh, you bet they're number one. They've got the best burgers in town.
Oh, yeah. Everything they serve here is great. Oh, you've got to try the pasta.
You know, I can make a meal out of an appetizer and one of their salads.
Me too.
Yeah.
Uno means number one.
The service here is really second to none.
Well, the waiters and waitresses are so friendly, you just can't help but have a good time. And it's the same at every Uno's I've been to.
Uno is perfect for lunch and dinner, too. And number one for late night snacks, it's true. Uno means number one. In a lot more ways than one. Uno means number one.
Visit Uno's 20 greater Boston and suburban restaurants and enjoy the attentive table service, casual fun atmosphere, gourmet pizza, and other entrees that make Uno's number one in more ways than one.
Wherever news breaks, WBZ's first news is there. When the Communist Party was outlawed in the Soviet Union, you heard the president's reaction minutes later.
I frankly rejoice in that. I don't see anything but good news in that.
You also heard late details on the investigation in a Beverly murder.
We have a list of over 30 witnesses who we still wish to interview.
Hear it first on First News every afternoon from 4 to 6, only on Boston's news station, WBZ, AM 1030. It's going to be 1st and 10 for the Colts at their own 39-yard line near hash mark. They're trying to go left to right. In this second quarter, with 2 minutes left to play, the Patriots leading by a score of 10-7 here in Indianapolis in the Hoosier Dome. So far, it's been a good first half for the Patriots. In the first quarter, they were having some serious problems on pass defense against George. They've been able to mount a little bit better pass rush here in the second quarter, and it seems to have evened things out a bit. Of course, now I'm saying this, he'll probably throw the thing all the way downfield for a score, but in any event, they're playing better pass defense in the second quarter because of the pass rush. 1st and 10, out of a shotgun. George is straight back. He's got lots of time. Over the middle. It's tipped, and it's incomplete. Whoa! That was nearly a big play for the Colts. The ball was tipped at the line of scrimmage and went high in the air over toward the far side of the field, and Clarence Verdun was running toward that side of the field, nearly caught it, and if he had caught it, yeah, I think he would have taken off down the sideline.
Usually the kind that go the other way because the receiver on offense doesn't have a shot at it when it's deflected like that with it still going in his path. Usually that goes the other way, but here was a chance for a big gainer by the Colts on a deflected pass.
2nd down and 10, Indianapolis at their own 39. Brooks to the far side and Johnson to the near side. Hester in the far side slot. Again, a shotgun formation for Jeff George. Takes the direct snap. Fires to the left side. Wide open. Complete to Anthony Johnson, 40. Tipped up at about the 48-yard line. Close to the 49.
Patriots blitzing that time. And they had their safety man coming up there, Jerome Henderson, on a blitz that left Johnson all alone out on the flat. And no coverage. So the Colts reading the blitz. Beating both Johnson and George. When you read it like that, it's a combination pass, and they pulled it off.
That'll bring them up 3rd down and about a yard short, just shy of the 49-yard line. Their own 49, the ball on the far hash mark. 3rd down and a yard to go for the Colts at their own 49-yard line. Dickerson is the tailback of the lone setback. George and a quarterback sneak to midfield for the first down. Middle of the Patriots defense brings him down, but not before Jeff George has the first down with 1:08 to play in the first half. 1st and 10 Colts from midfield, and Indianapolis has taken a timeout. They've taken a timeout here with 1:08 to play in the first half, and the Patriots still leading it by a score of 10-7. Running down other scores in the NFL, the games that are finals. New Orleans with a late touchdown beat Seattle 27-24. Kansas City with that great defense that they have over Atlanta 14-3. It was Philadelphia 20 and Green Bay 3. Dallas over Cleveland 26-14. The New York Jets with a late win over Tampa Bay 16-13. The games going on at this time start at the same time as ours. Miami leads Buffalo in the second quarter 14-7. Houston 13-0 over the Raiders in the second quarter. The Chicago Bears on a touchdown by Tommy Waddle, the first career touchdown for the former Boston College Eagle, lead the Minnesota Vikings 7-3 in the second quarter. And if you don't think someone in the booth was kind of happy about that. Denver, I always knew Waddle was Italian, Gino. I always knew that. Denver 21, Cincinnati 7. Pittsburgh 10, San Diego 3, Phoenix 21, the Rams 7, and of course this one here, the Patriots leading the Colts 10-7 with 1 minute and 8 seconds to go in the first half. The ball is at midfield. Patriots have played pretty well today, Gino, all the way around.
Yes, they have. Their defense has come up with some nice stands at some key moments, except for that 3rd and long yardage when they allowed Dickerson to go up the middle. Now, that could hurt them before the half is over if the Colts come up with a score, because that was a big 3rd down play, and all they had to do was hold the Colts back in their own territory, and they might have had good field position following the punt. So that could be a big turnaround in this game, but we'll have to wait and see. Nonetheless, they're at midfield right now. They're fighting the clock with 1:08 to go. I believe they have about how many timeouts?
They have 2 left.
They got 2 left. So with that, they're going to use everything they have in their repertoire to get down in at least field goal territory and try and tie up this ball game. So that really may turn out to be a big 3rd down play in this first half.
The Patriots are using 6 defensive backs right now, 2 linebackers and 3 down linemen. And George will operate out of a shotgun formation, has Dickerson to his left, has 3 men wide to the right side, Hester in the slot. The wide man, the closest to us, is Billy Brooks. Takes the direct snap, and Jeff George is back to throw. Over the middle it goes. It is caught there by Anthony Johnson, but he's taken down at the 45-yard line as the Patriots gave up the underneath play.
Yeah, I'll give them all of those.
Yep, Marion and Singleton make the tackle. 2nd down and 5 Colts at the Patriot 45-yard line, and again they come out of a shotgun formation. With Hester in the near side slot, now Dickerson moves to the right of Jeff George. A direct snap, back to throw is George. It's a screen to the left, complete to Dickerson at the 45. At the Patriot 40, he's still in his feet inside the 40, and down he goes at about the 36-yard line. Brought down from behind by Marion. Maurice Hurst was coming up from the secondary, and Andre Tippett also over to make the tackle. And that time, Dickerson was running with that ball hanging out there like a loaf of bread, Gino.
Yeah, I thought the guy coming up from behind, I don't know if it was Marion or who, but I thought he might come down with his forearm across the ball in order to probably try to strip him of that ball.
You know, Dickerson...
Yeah, it was Andre Tippett coming from behind, but I also saw what appeared to be a clip to get that outside man out and allowing Dickerson to cut back to the inside, but officials, nothing called there.
Dickerson is 5th all-time rushing yardage in the NFL with 11,903 yards coming into this season. And he's only 218 yards, I believe, behind the 4th place man, Franco Harris. Eric Dickerson changes direction as well as anyone I've ever seen run with a football.
He's a gifted runner. In fact, when he was running for all that yardage early in his Ram career, I thought he was one of the most beautiful runners I've ever seen in pro football. I always liked Hugh McElhaney as maybe the most beautiful runner along with Gale Sayers, but he fits right in there.
It is 1st and 10 for the Colts at the Patriots 37, and back to throw is George, looking to the right, fires. Oh, nice play. Batted away at the last instant by rookie Jerome Henderson, cutting in front of Anthony Johnson at the 30-yard line. That was a good play by Henderson.
Nice play by Henderson, playing him tough and coming in on top of Johnson was coming out of the backfield. Once again, we talked about Albert Bentley and his value to this team. Well, Anthony Johnson filling that role and doing a pretty darn good job of it. The only thing is he's not blocking perhaps as well as Bentley can block. But then again, he's very effective coming out of the backfield, catching passes.
2nd and 10 Colts at the Patriots 36. 29 seconds left in the half. Patriots leading 10-7. Again, George will work out of a shotgun, has Dickerson to his right side. Colts trying to take the lead here in the closing seconds of the first half. From wide left in motion right. I thought he went in motion.
He's
went
in
Johnson.
motion.
Over the field it goes. It's complete to Verdun at the 20. Turning outside at the 15 and out of bounds.
Yeah, Johnson.
Penalty marker down. Penalty marker down. Back upfield. Offensive holding against the Colts.
Yeah, but Johnson should have been called for going upfield.
Yes, he should have.
Coming
I agree.
in motion. And he wasn't called for it. We didn't see the flag right away, but they got a holding penalty against the Colts, I believe.
And I agree with you, Gino. Matter of fact, I think I said it.
You did. Hawkeye.
You know, I say things and I don't always remember what they are. But
you do?
It appeared. I've noticed that over the last 10 years.
Time does have a way of changing a few things, doesn't it?
Holding, 74, offense, still second down.
That is offensive tackle Bill Schultz. 6'5", 305-pounder from Southern California. They only have one offensive lineman that does not weigh 300 pounds, and that's Brian Baldinger at 278.
Yeah.
The rest of their offensive linemen, 302, 308, 338, 305, 303, and 315.
Yeah.
Good grief.
William Schultz, second-year guy out of USC, is their best drive blocker, but not really a strong pass blocker.
2nd and 20 for the Colts now. The ball back at the Patriot 46. It's a draw to Eric Dickerson up the middle and across the 45. On his feet at the 40. Stiff arms a man and runs out of bounds at the 39-yard line, stopping the clock with 17 seconds left. That's the second time that the Colts have run that draw out of the shotgun and have run it well.
Yeah, it's a good call. It's an effective call. Most teams have it, especially on pure passing situations. You try to spring that back loose. Right now, you can see that the Colts are just looking for field goal position. And with that, you can call a play like that.
The Colts have a 3rd down and 13 to go at the Patriots 39. The Colts have 4 out of 6 3rd down conversions this afternoon in the first half. 17 seconds left. Patriots lead 10-7. George out of a shotgun formation, takes the direct snap, rolls back, looks left, fires over the middle, complete there and brought down on the spot. Anthony Johnson, good solid tackle made by David Howard of the Patriots. And one of the Patriots is shaken up on the field. And let's see, with 7 seconds remaining, that was Brent Williams. He's okay now. He's up and walking off under his own steam.
Yeah, well, they're going to go for a long field goal, I believe. Diasucci.
45, 35-yard line. The kick will come from the 42. That'll be a 52-yard kick. Biasucci's longest is 53 yards, or is it 55? Wait a minute. His longest ever in the NFL, 55 yards. So he's got the leg to do it, Gino.
No, he's got the leg to do it, but he's just been having a tough preseason. He's only 1 of 6 from outside the 40-yard line. But he certainly has the distance in the past as far as kicking long field goals. And I think he is the 4th leading kicker in the NFL right now with 50 or plus field goal mark.
They are marking it just inside the 43-yard line, so it'll be officially a 42-yard spot, and then it tends the goal line, a 52-yard attempt for Dean Biasucci of the Indianapolis Colts, 7 years in the NFL from Western Carolina. Ron Stark to do the holding. Biasucci will attempt to tie it up here with the final seconds of the first half. 7 seconds left. Snap ball down. The kick is up by Biasucci. Looks pretty good from here, and it drifted off wide to the right side.
Now he's having a tough time with his long-distance kicks.
Got underway pretty good, but then it drifted.
He's 13 of 31 outside of the 50 in his career, so you're talking about, a 30% mark. But he has the range. There's no question about it.
The Patriots take over with 2 seconds left in the first half, and they will run off the final play of the first half, and will go into the locker room leading by a score of 10-7 here at halftime at the Hoosier Dome. Gino, we were talking last night, you and I at dinner, about the wind currents in a closed-in stadium with the air conditioning. Is there any effect at all, you think, on the kicking?
Well, the only experience I had kicking inside was at the Astrodome in Houston, and I can recall, Gil, that when the ball went up in the air, it kind of like would move from side to side. Not enough that it would, go outside the goalpost, but in such a way that there were air currents up there making the ball appear like a knuckleball in baseball, like a dead ball just kind of floating up there. But that's the only thing I can recall. But there are air currents in here because of the air conditioning.
So the Patriots' Tommy Hodson falls to his knee to win the first half as the Patriots go off the field at halftime. Dick Macpherson's club leading by a score of 10-7. The first half scoring recap for the Patriots. Tommy Hodson to Marv Cook, a 23-yard touchdown pass at 7:47 of the first quarter, made it 7-0 Patriots. That was set up by a pass interception, the first of his career by Andre Tippett at the Colts 45-yard line. Indianapolis tied it up 3 minutes and 47 seconds later. Jeff George to Billy Brooks, the former BU wide receiver, 24-yard touchdown pass, 7-7. And then with 4:44 left in the first half, Jason Starofsky nailed a 35-yard field goal to give the Patriots the lead, 10-7. That's the way it stands at the Hoosier Dome in Indianapolis, Indiana, here in Game 1 of the 1991 National Football League season. Next Sunday, the Patriots will be home to host the Cleveland Browns. At the half, let's take a timeout with the score: the New England Patriots 10 and the Indianapolis Colts 7.
The Johnson Collection.
Well, back at the Hoosier Dome, Gino Cappelletti along with Gil Santos. Patriots leading at the half, 10-7 here on a first quarter touchdown pass from Tommy Hodson to Marv Cook, and then a Jason Starofsky field goal in the second quarter of 35 yards, giving the Patriots a 10-7 lead. After the Patriots scored early in the game, the Colts came right back, marching 80 yards to tie the score at 7 with 4 minutes to go in the first period on a Jeff George to Bill Brooks pass, a thing of beauty into the left corner. So Patriots then were able to hold off the Colts. They had some momentum going offensively. They did go downfield. And Dean Biasucci, their fine place kicker of the Colts, had 2 field goal attempts in the second quarter in which he missed, one of 45 and one of 52. That enabled the Patriots to hold on to their 3-point lead. Statistics in the first half indicate that the Colts are able to move the ball on the ground a little better, and also in the air. They have a total of 181 yards. The Patriots 111. Patriots have a better mix as far as passing and running, rushing for 50 yards and passing for 61. On the other hand, the Colts, wanting to establish a running game, still doing and going to the things they like to do best, and that's throw the football. They have 131 yards passing, 50 rushing. Now, Eric Dickerson, who came into this game having difficulty running against the Patriots, as far as the past is concerned, holding only a 3.6-yard average per rush against the Patriots in his 9 years, is now running at a 5.3-yard clip. He's picked up 48 yards in 9 attempts, so he's having one of his better days against the Patriots running the football. He's also been on the receiving end of 2 short passes, good for 11 yards. Marv Cook shows fine pass-catching ability, going high to snare 2 big plays for first downs, and then catching that touchdown pass also of some 23 yards. So he's the leading receiver for the Patriots at this point. Tommy Hodson, 5 of 8 for 61 yards. And Leonard Russell getting a lot of the yeoman's work early. 13 rushing attempts for 40 yards, averaging 3.1 per carry. With the score 10-7, Patriots, the Patriots halftime show continues in just a moment on the New England Patriots Radio Network.
The Spinnaker at the Hyatt Regency Cambridge, the only area restaurant where the floor revolves to provide a panoramic city view, has been remodeled and now offers Northern Italian cuisine. The Spinnaker's new Northern Italian menu was created by the Hyatt Regency Cambridge executive chef. And make sure you stop in for the new Wednesday night Italian buffet from 6 to 9:30 p.m. for only $12.95, featuring original specialties such as fettuccine al salmone, with salmon, tomatoes, and artichokes, spiadini di camperone, Gulf shrimp wrapped in pancetta, peppers, and marsala, scallopini al limone, veal sautéed with lemon and capers, and mascarpone cheesecake. Mascarpone cheese, espresso, and chocolate. Natural woods, polished brass, pastel fabrics, and Italian oil artwork provide an airy, comfortable atmosphere. Spinnaker also features a revolving floor that gives all diners a panoramic view of the Boston and Cambridge skylines. For reservations, call 617-492-1234, extension 291. The Spinnaker also features 2-hour free parking. Looking for a break on a new set of tires?
Yeah, but who's gonna do that?
Sullivan Tire will. Right now, through September 14th, the Goodyear Invicta GL is on sale at Sullivan Tire.
What kind of sale are you talking about?
Buy 3 Goodyear Invicta GL 45,000-mile all-season white wall radials at Sullivan Tire's regular low price and get the 4th tire free.
So I'll save 25% on a set of tires.
Goodyear Invicta GL radial tires.
That's a great deal, but I also need some brake work.
Sullivan Tire also has a full line of mechanical services. including tune-ups, shocks, oil changes, and disc brake work. Sullivan Tire has been serving New England drivers' needs for 36 years.
What's the deal on those tires again?
Buy 3 Goodyear Invicta GL 45,000-mile all-season white wall radials at the regular price. Get the 4th tire free at Sullivan Tire, Goodyear's largest independent dealer in New England. Or stop into any Jordan Marsh Car Care Center. Sullivan Tire will give you a break on a set of tires. Offer good now through September 14th at any Sullivan Tire location or any Jordan Marsh Car Care Center.
Okay, we're back at the Hoosier Dome, Indianapolis, Indiana. Patriots enjoying a 3-point lead at the half, 10-7. Tommy Hodson passed to Marv Cook of 23 yards for the opening score of the 1991 season. And then the Colts marching right back, going 80 yards, capping it off with a 24-yard touchdown pass from Jeff George to Billy Brooks, the ex-BU grad. And then Jason Starosky giving the team, Patriots that is, a 3-point lead with a 35-yard field goal with 4:20 to go in the second period. Colts we're going to be receiving to start the second half. Patriots have only had 4 possessions, and the Colts have had 3. So it's been a pretty fast-moving game with little possessions. Here's Jason with the ball on the tee to start the second half, and here's Gil.
Back deep, Clarence Verdun for the Colts. A short, fat kickoff that's going to be fielded by Verdun at the 15-yard line. Up the middle to the 20, heads to the left, looking for the 25. He's got that. Now up the back to the other side, 30-yard line, still on his feet, and finally goes down at the 30-yard line. This guy just got moves going in every direction. The second half kickoff brought to you by the Fleet Line Division of Dennis K. Burke Petroleum.
He's the dangerous man there.
He sure is. It'll be 1st and 10 for the Colts at their own 30-yard line to start the second half. The ball right in the middle of the field between the hash marks. Very even time of possession in the first half. Patriots had the ball 15 minutes, 10 seconds. Colts 14:50. Patriots did their ball control on the ground, and the Colts through the air. Indianapolis out. 1st and 10. Jeff George at quarterback sends a slot to the left side, the near side of the field. Hester in the slot, Brooks wide. Wide to the far side, Anthony Johnson. Colts going right to left in this second quarter. Pass complete near side to Brooks. Pivots, heads to the left across the 35 and out of bounds at about the 38-yard line. A gain of about 8 yards on the play on first down.
Yeah, they're going to be working probably on Mickey Washington right now. That's a big 8-yard gain on first down. Washington playing very soft, and you got a guy like Billy Brooks who's going to take advantage of that. Now, a lot of the coaching that takes place on the professional level is done at halftime, and you see how these teams come out in the second half, and the strategy and the information they get is either very valuable to the team or else it goes for naught. So let's see what's happened.
It is 2nd down and 2 for the Colts at their own 38-yard line. George on the give to Dickerson, sweeping wide to the right, being strung out, puts his nose down and drives across the 40-yard line for a first down. Eugene Lockhart was there. Ronnie Lepet was there for the Patriots, but I believe he made a first down. Let's see where they marked the ball down, however.
This will go beyond the 40-yard line, I believe.
Yep, it is. First down, Colts. Out to the 41-yard line. 1st and 10.
Dickerson enjoying his finest day against the Patriots in my recall anyway.
He's had one big run of 21 yards that was really a key late in the first half. Patriots could have gotten the ball back in good field position on 3rd and 21, but Dickerson ran for a first down, and they missed a field goal at the end of the half, but still that might have taken some points off the board for the Patriots. Well, it's 1st and 10, Colts at their own 41-yard line. Jeff George, play action, rolls right, swings it back to the left, complete to Johnson, 35. Turning outside, 40, 45, sideline, 50, and out of bounds on the Patriots side of midfield at the 47-yard line of the Patriots. Anthony Johnson, the former Notre Dame star. He's a good pass catcher. I'm telling you, this is his second year with the Colts. He never ran the ball once last year, but he did catch 5 passes. 2 of them were for touchdowns.
Well, they caught the Patriots in just the defense they wanted because you got Andre Tippett blitzing from the side they were screening. So you eliminated him, and once you got the screen and you got the blockers out that way, then all you had to contend with was the secondary.
So it is 1st and 10, Indianapolis at the Patriot 47-yard line. Now Johnson and Dickerson are split in the backfield. Brooks to the far side, and the near side left is Hester. Indianapolis going right to left. It's a play-action fake by George. Here's the rush. Fires it to the right. Complete to Dickerson. He's hemmed in, but he gets away. He's at the 40, 35, right sideline 30, 25, 20, and run out of bounds on the far side of the field. And that play nearly never should have gone that far. The Patriots had two men right there surrounding Dickerson, had him hemmed in, and he gave him a move to one direction and went in the other one.
Yeah, I think he had two linebackers going out there. After he took the play-action fake, he went through the middle, and then he went out on the right flat. And Jeff George gave him the ball right away, and I believe it was Vincent Brown who was right on top of him, along with, let me see who it is. Okay, Harry Colin. And Dickerson just did a little juke back to the inside, and they bit on the juke, and he had all kinds of room in which to run, getting all the way down to the 21-yard line.
Colts now threatening to take the lead. 1st and 10 at the Patriots' 21-yard line. Ball is on the far hash as they go right to left. Patriots now shifting up on the defensive front. They give us to Dickerson. Big hole left side. He's inside the 20. Fumble in the play. Ball on the ground. Everybody down. Penalty marker. Was that a penalty marker or a spotting of the ball? Let's see.
Not sure, but it was a fumble.
Yep, the ball came loose inside the 20-yard line. I believe it was a flag, but let's just wait and see as they unpile everybody down there at about the 17 or 18-yard line. Dickerson coughed up the ball when he got hit. Now, Harry Colin was there for the Patriots. The Colts are signaling it's their ball. It is. The officials now signal it's Colts ball. They had several people fighting for it, and it looks like the Colts, Billy Brooks is the one who recovered the fumble. So they get a gain of 2 yards out of it.
There is no flag on the play.
All right, they disregard the flag. The ball is at the Patriot 19-yard line, a gain of 2 for Eric Dickerson. 2nd down. And 8 yards to go for Indianapolis. We're going to call it 2nd and 7 at the Patriots' 18-yard line. 2nd down and 7 for the Colts. Johnson on the left wing. Dickerson, the tailback, directly behind Jeff George. Slot to the right side. From left to right in motion goes Johnson. George on a draw to Dickerson. Up the middle to the right. It is hit and stopped at the 16-yard line. Good defensive play made there. Coming up hard to make the tackle for the Patriots, Eugene Lockhart made a nice play. Stood his ground and waited for Dickerson and brought him down on the spot at the 16-yard line.
Exactly. Now, he had that gap to fill, and every a defensive man, a lineman, and a linebacker have certain areas that they have to fill and be responsible for, and that's exactly what Eugene Lockhart did. He held his ground right over the middle. Up comes Eric Dickerson, does not allow him to cut inside or outside, takes him head on and makes a stop.
3rd down and 5 for the Colts at the Patriots' 16-yard line. They have to advance to the 11. Out of the backfield in motion left goes Hester, a new formation. Back to throw is George. Hit and sacked back at the 25-yard line by Garin Veras. And a big play on 3rd down by Garin Veras, sacking Jeff George back at the 25-yard line.
Oh, sure. Now you're talking about a field goal that's going to take place from about the 42 or 43-yard line as opposed to being a 31-yard field goal. So with the problems that Biasucci has had, just that distance might create a little more doubt in his mind as to what he's going to do with it.
Big play by Garin Veras. 49,961 are on hand here in Indianapolis. The ball will be marked at the 32-yard line. It's a 42-yard field goal attempt for Biasucci. The angle to his left. Ron Stark is the holder. The snap, the ball is down. The kick is up on the way, and it is no good. Biasucci is 0 for 3 this afternoon, and the crowd is letting him know about it. With a score, the Patriots 10, the Colts 7. Let's take a timeout on the New England Patriots radio network. They're on 25 after the missed field goal by Dean Biasucci. He's missed 3 today, long distance of all better than 40 yards. But, Gino, does that become a mind game with a place kicker?
Yeah, when you start missing, you say you miss that first one. That first kick is quite important for a kicker because then you're building on success and you're building on confidence. But when you miss that first one, then you go and you start thinking, gee, I can't miss another one. So when you say miss to yourself again, it's a negative thought in your head, and it just builds up. And the more you miss, the more pressure on you.
Patriots out, 1st and 10, their own 25. Double tight ends. From right to left in motion goes McMurtry. Pitch to Russell. Leonard sweeping far to the right side. Turns the corner at the 25. On his feet out to the 28-yard line. Maybe the 29 goes Leonard Russell. Making the tackle, Matthew Jaroski. Colts inside linebacker played his football at Colgate. And a Colt is shaken up, and that is linebacker Chip Banks, who's taking himself out of the ball game. And Quintus McDonald. Another one in the long line of linebackers from you-know-where, Penn State University.
Speaking about Jaworski, he's from Lackawanna, New York. And strangely enough, or ironically, that's where Ron Jaworski is from, the quarterback. And yet they're not related.
I'll be darned.
2 Jaworskis from Lackawanna. That's big information, I know, folks.
Well, hey, get that stuff on your fingertips. 2nd and 6, Patriots at their own 29-yard line. Russell again, the lone setback. Hodson rolls out to his left. Looks, fires, wide open. Left side, Cook. First down up the sideline, across the 35, up to the 38, 39-yard line goes Marvin Cook. Ball marked down at the 39, and Cook is just becoming better and better as a tight end. What a fine receiver this young man is. A third-year player from Iowa, drafted 3rd by the Patriots in '89.
Yeah, not really that big. You know, he's 6'4", 234, I guess. Well, I don't want to say not too big, but that's pretty good size for a tight end. But you kind of look for maybe even a little bigger at that size. I mean, at that position for blocking purposes. But with the soft hands that he has, he catches everything near him, and that's a great value to have.
It's his 4th reception of the day. 1st and 10, Patriots, their own 39. Play action by Hodson. Back to throw. Over the middle it goes. Fryer, great catch across the Colts 45 to the 44-yard line. Irving Fryer, a big-time catch. Brought down back there by defensive back Eugene Daniel of the Colts, along with linebacker Jeff Herod. But, boy, what a nice catch by Fryer in some traffic.
Boy, I'll tell you what, he sold Eugene Daniel on a go pattern that time, and once he had him backtracking, he broke it off. When he broke it off, he had good 7-8 yards away from Daniel. Daniel closed it down before the ball got there and hit him simultaneously, but Irving held on.
It is 1st and 10 for the Patriots at the Colts 44-yard line. McMurtry wide to the near side. Wide to the far side is John Vaughn. Back to throw Hodson to Vaughn, complete at the 40, 35, 30, 25, 20. Down inside the 20-yard line to the 18, but a flag is down. Flag is down back up near the line of scrimmage.
Right on the... And in fact, it's in the backfield some 7-8 yards off the line of scrimmage. We don't know exactly what the call is yet.
Patriots, however, are heading back toward the line of scrimmage.
I think they rushed the play.
Too bad, because that was a nice play.
Well, the nice play was the individual effort by Vaughn to spin away from that little quick hitch pattern that he ran on the outside. As Daniel came up to make the hit, he spun away from him, and we had a lot of running room up the field. But I think the play was just run too fast as far as the quarterback getting the snap from center. I think there was some movement.
Illegal formation.
Oh.
Not enough men on the line. On the offense. Repeat first down.
Well, you know who that is? John Vaughn.
Was it Vaughn?
Yeah, because he played out as a wide receiver, and he didn't know that he had to get up on the line, as the other receiver on the other side has to be off the line. You got to have 7 men on the line on every play.
That's probably, most likely, a rookie mistake.
Exactly. Well, you don't see him out there that often, you know, running as a pass receiver on the flank, and that was the reason for it.
So it's 1st and 15 for the Patriots from the Colts 49-yard line. The backs are in a split, Hunter and Russell. Back to throw Hodson. Got time, drifting back, completes the pass to Leonard Russell at the 50, 45. Russell on his feet down to the Colts 43-yard line.
Boy, if he got through there, did he have some room?
Another Colt is shaken up on the play, and I don't know why the crowd is booing.
Unless they saw something that we didn't see, like a clip or something. I don't know.
In any event, Leonard Russell carried it down to the Colts 42-yard line.
Boy, didn't that look like that was going to gain more than that?
And now they take a timeout on the field, and the crowd is continuing to boo and roar, but we really don't know why. There's a timeout with a score, the Patriots 10 and the Colts 7. After looking at the replay, now we know why the Colts fans were booing. Saragusa got clipped on that reception by Russell. Right at the spot where Russell made the reception, somebody got Saragusa from the backside. He went off the field pretty much under his own power, but the crowd was booing because the officials failed to call the clip, and they are still booing. Second down.
See everything, yeah.
2nd and 8 for the Patriots from the Colts 42-yard line, going left to right near hash mark. Hodson back to throw again. Sets it up, looking over the middle, fires over the middle. It is caught. Diving grab by Marv Cook at the Colts 36-yard line. Good read by Hodson. He first looked right. Fryer was covered. He looked left. Ivy Joe Hunter coming out of the backfield was covered. And so he went over the middle to his third man, and that was Marv Cook.
Going in the straight drop back set, though, and a little pressure starting to mount. When the Colts see that, you know, they can play pass all the way. Might like to see just a little play action to hold them a little bit.
3rd down and 2 for the Patriots at the Colts 36-yard line. The Patriots are 0 for 4 in 3rd down plays this afternoon. 3rd and 2 at the Indianapolis 36-yard line. Hodson drops straight back to throw. Fires, it is caught. Cook first down at the Colts 33-yard line.
Had to feel like he was going to be the guy. The Colts, of course, with their nickel defense in there, and in fact, Mike Pryor, their 6-year veteran, who's been a stalwart at free safety for him for many years, did not play in preseason, has an abdominal strain, and he's used only in the nickel situations and able to play and give them some assists. But John Baylor that time trying to cover Marv Cook, and Tommy Hodson very wisely threw it down and low. Tight end makes the catch, no chance of a deflection or no chance of maybe anything happening other than catching the ball and getting the first down. Dick Macpherson on the sidelines calling for a timeout. Boy, he's got a strange way of doing it, right?
Yeah, he was
pounding his head with both hands.
He was gesturing for Hodson to call a timeout. As the Patriots were breaking the huddle, they do call the timeout. 5:46 left third quarter with a score, the Patriots 10, Indianapolis 7. Let's take a timeout on the New England Patriots Radio Network.
Everybody's doing the Ford factory authorized clearance dance because Ford is giving year-end buyers one last chance for incredible values. Here's how you do it. First, take a step in the direction of your Ford dealer. Then step up to one of our salesmen to get 2.9% APR Ford credit financing or Ford's biggest cashback offers of the year. Then step into a hot new Ford for a test drive.
Now's your last chance to get $1,000 cash back on Ranger, Mustang, and Tempo, up to $1,600 on Taurus, and $2,000 on Aerostar vans. Or get 2.9% financing for 48 months on the all-new Escort. 48 months at $2,209 per thousand finance with 10% down. But hurry, retail deliveries from dealer stock by 9/25/91. See your Ford dealer for qualification details.
And then, for your big finish, step out in your new Ford. See your New England Ford dealers.
You may not think it to look at them, but insects are extremely family-oriented creatures. A couple of fleas can produce 800 offspring in a few months. 2 spiders, about 900. A couple of cockroaches can become 400,000 in a single year, unless you call Terminix. Terminix gets the bugs out, quickly, carefully. We guarantee it. No ifs, ands, or bugs. Call your nearest Terminix service center now for a free home inspection.
The Patriots have a 1st and 10 at the Indianapolis 33-yard line near hash mark. Patriots trying to go left to right. The Patriots have been doing a good job of ball control throughout this game, Gino. That's what they've wanted to do coming in, and they've been able to do it.
Yeah, they fell behind with that big drive that the Colts made starting this second half, in which Dean Biasucci was once again unsuccessful with a field goal. But now the Patriots turned it right around and expressing the same style of play.
1st and 10 Patriots, Indianapolis 33, a slot to the left side for Hodson. Vaughn is wide to the right. Hodson back to throw. Looking to the left, fires to the left. It is caught there. Down to the 22-yard line goes Irving Fryer, and another Patriot first down. And the Patriots, after not having 2 consecutive passing plays for the entire first half, have now thrown, I believe, either 4 or 5 passes in a row.
Yeah, they're coming out now with their strategy, and that's going to be throwing the football here in the second half. They tried to establish the run in the first half, was mildly successful with it. But now, for the most part, we can see what they're going to be trying to do, because Tommy Hodson making the proper reads here, going to the one-on-one coverage, and in this case, it was Irving Fryer.
1st and 10 Patriots at the Colts 22-yard line. McMurtry near side. Far side is Fryer. Russell, the setback, tailback, gets the call. Up the middle, inside the 20-yard line. He hurdles his way down to about the 18 before he's thrown back. A host of Colt tacklers bringing down Leonard Russell, but the big rookie Patriots #1 draft pick from Arizona State is having a good first game in the NFL. They'll mark it at the 18-yard line. Hodson is now 11 of 14 for 115 yards in this football game and 1 touchdown. A couple of Colts injuries. Chip Banks strained right knee. Tony Saragusa strained left knee. Both questionable as to whether or not they'll return. 2nd down, Patriots, 6 yards to go. Colts 18-yard line. Backs in a split now for the Patriots. They give us to George Adams to the left side. He cuts inside the 20 on his feet to the 15-yard line, is hurled back. But I believe forward progress will get him to about the 15, which would bring up a 3rd and 2 for the Patriots. Over there for Indianapolis was Jeff Herod to make the tackle. They marked the football at the 16-yard line, so it's going to be 3rd down and 3 for the Patriots at the Colts 16-yard line. Time remaining 3:59 here in this third quarter, with the Patriots hanging on to a slim 10-7 lead.
Yeah, Patriots bring in Ben Coates, so they got 2 tight ends in the game right now. Both of them on the same side.
Slot to the
Bruce
far side.
Armstrong is tackle eligible. Watch it.
Slot to the far side is McMurtry. Lone setback Russell. 3rd and 3 Patriots. Back to throw Hodson. Looking right. Now he's going to try to run. He's going to be sacked. Back at the 22-yard line. Good coverage by the Colts. The sack made by Dwayne Bickett of Indianapolis, along with defensive lineman John Hand. So the Colts come up big on 3rd down. As Hodson was looking right all the way, he was looking for Marv Cook.
Right, all the way looking to the right side. When he turned to run, of course, he didn't see what was coming from the backside, and that's where Dwayne Bickett is when he decided to run up into the pocket and then go left. Of course, nowhere to go. So the blind side is what got him.
The ball will be marked at the 29-yard line. Hodson will hold a 39-yard field goal attempt for Jason Starofsky, the angle to his right. So Starofsky will attempt a 39-yard field goal. The ball down, the kick is up, on the way, and right down the middle she goes. It's good. 39 yards for Jason Starofsky. Let's take a timeout with the score. The Patriots now 13 and the Colts 7.
Want to buy a wind-up toy, mister?
No, thanks.
This giraffe doing backflips is
no.
cute. How about this doggy doing the hula?
Say, do I know you?
Were you at the wind-up toy convention?
You're Robert Kaczynski. Business Daily named you Man of the Year in '88.
Hold it down.
What happened? Why are you so...
I fumbled the ball, lost it all.
Didn't make budget?
Nah, it was the health plan I picked for my employees.
Really?
Yeah, I went with a plan that had lower premiums, but they nickel and dime my employees with out-of-pocket expenses before they could make their deductible.
Well, you should have chosen U.S. Healthcare.
U.S. Healthcare?
Yeah, they don't have a deductible, so your employees would be covered from the day you join.
Now somebody tells me.
Oh, yeah, and with U.S. Healthcare, you only pay $2 for office visits, and that even covers lab tests and x-rays.
Now somebody tells me.
There's not even any paperwork with U.S. Healthcare.
Now somebody...
See, you can't put a price on employee morale.
Oh, I didn't know that then, but I do now.
Yeah, but now it's...
too late.
Yeah, boy. So you lost everything because you didn't choose U.S. Healthcare.
Well, it was that and the embezzlement.
Someone embezzled from your company?
Yeah, me.
Ask your employer about U.S. Healthcare, the plan with no deductible. U.S. Healthcare, monitoring your family's healthcare.
Sir, where do you usually go on a date?
I usually take my dates to play miniature golf.
Did you ever consider taking your date to Wonderland Greyhound Park?
Why would I want to do that?
Because at Wonderland's elegant clubhouse dining room, you can dine in style, watch the Greyhounds race, make a little bet, win a little money, maybe a lot of money, maybe so much that you have to carry it back in an 18-wheeler truck, you know, the kind that say wide load on the back, which just might impress your date enough to go on to a second date and a third and possibly get married and live happily ever after. Or you can just go miniature golfing.
I'll try Wonderland.
Wonderland Greyhound Park. Just think of the possibilities.
Here's the simple solution when you've got more people or payload than your car can carry. Visit Bunnell Ford, 353 Cambridge Street, Winchester, for a great rental deal on the Ford car or truck that will handle the job with ease. Back deep for the Colts at the 5-yard line is Clarence Verdun. To his right to the far side is Dave McLuhan, and to the near side for the Colts is Alan Grant. They're both up just inside the 10-yard line. So far, Starofsky's kickoffs have been relatively short, so the Colts are now playing it as if this one is going to be short as well. Starofsky to kick it off left to right. Twisting kick. It's going to come down to Verdun at the 5. Heads up the right side of the 10. 15-yard line. Whoa! Down he goes at the 15-yard line.
Great
Superb coverage there.
Look at Richard Tarditz.
Tarditz and Tony Zachary.
That Tarditz, he know how to hit.
He sure do.
Remember the comic strip Popeye?
Yep.
Who was that big friend? Batiste? Remember Batiste?
Oh, the bad guy, yeah.
Yeah. And he would say, I must hit him. Huh? Wasn't it Batiste? Or am I outdating all of you people?
I think maybe, I remember Bluto, but I don't remember the other big guy.
Batiste, they call him.
I don't remember him.
Big guy with a big mustache. And,
maybe that was only in Keewatin, Minnesota. First down and 10 for the Colts at their own 14-yard line. Jeff George at quarterback. The lone running back is Eric Dickerson. Patriots now shift up on the defensive line, and George goes straight back to throw, fires it up to the left side. It is incomplete, way wide of the intended receiver, Anthony Johnson. The reason it was way wide was because Brett Williams was putting on a serious pass rush on Jeff George.
And Vincent Brown right in the path. He had good position, I guess is what I'm saying, so that forced George to throw it away from him, and in doing so, the receiver had no chance, so he had good position.
Second down and 10, Colts at their own 14, ball on the far hash. They're trying to go right to left. 2:53 left here in the third quarter. Patriots lead 13-7. Now, George will line up in a shotgun formation, has Dickerson to his left. Wide to the far side right is Verdun for the Colts. Off the right wing in motion left comes Anthony Johnson, and back to throw is Jeff George. Looks up the field, fires up the field, long and deep. Could be picked off, no. It was overthrown, intended for Jesse Hester. Fred Marion was the deep man. Mickey Washington was giving good cover in front. And as Marion was coming over, I thought he might have a shot to pick it off, but he couldn't catch up with it. It'll be 3rd down and 10, Indianapolis at their own 14. George is now 17 of 24 for 193 yards and 1 touchdown in the game. It's going to be 3rd down. 10 yards to go for the Indianapolis Colts at their own 14-yard line. Colts are 4 of 8 on 3rd down conversions in the game. This is a spot where the Patriots defense can really come up big and get the ball back for the offense in good field position. 3rd and 10, George in a shotgun formation stands back at his 9-yard line, has Dickerson to his right. Patriots better be aware of the handoff to Dickerson. Instead, George goes back to throw. Looks over the field, over the middle, goes, it's complete to Billy Brooks across the 35 at the 40. 45-yard line, cutting back to the left, is short of the midfield stripe. He's brought down there. A wide open Billy Brooks. Finally chased down in the open field by Patriots defensive linebacker David Howard finally chased him down, but I'll tell you, Brooks was some wide open.
Yeah, but that kills you defensively. If you're a defensive coach right now and you got a team back inside their 15 and 3rd and long like that and allow this kind of pass reception and that kind of opening in the middle of the field, tell you, it'd drive you crazy. Just evidently zone coverage, but no pressure on the passer. You got to apply pressure in a situation like that. Make them throw fast.
1st and 10 Colts at their own 49. George on play action. Fires it long and deep right sideline. It's out of bounds. George just flat out threw that one away because he had people in his face.
See, I really feel I should have blitzed him back there, Gil, because if you're going to do anything, you're going to allow him to throw the football, but he has to throw it quickly, meaning that he still has to throw a short pass, and then you have to run for that 1st down. So tough call for the Patriots. Now, that's 2 situations where they had him hemmed back deep in their territory. They allowed Eric Dickerson to run out with one of them, and now they allowed this big, long pass completion to Billy Brooks for the other one. And could turn out to hurt the Patriots when they had a possible turnover in good field position, holding them on 3rd down.
2nd down and 10, Indianapolis at their own 49-yard line. The give is to Eric Dickerson, turning it wide right. He's across midfield and hurdles down to the Patriots' 46-yard line. And a gain in the play of 5 yards. It'll be 3rd down and 5 for the Colts at the Patriots' 46. Freddie Marion was there to make the tackle for the Patriots. Now Ray Agnew goes out. David Howard comes back into the Patriots lineup as they will go with an extra linebacker. On 3rd down and 5 for Indianapolis. From the Patriots' 46-yard line. Far hash mark. Colts going right to left. Patriots leading by 6 points, 13-7. Minute and 22 and running here in the 3rd quarter. Patriots have 5 defensive backs in. Out of a shotgun formation. The snap goes to Jeff George. Back to throw. Over the middle it goes. Complete to Verdun. Brought down at the Patriot 38-yard line from behind by Ronnie Lepet, but not before. Verdun has the 1st down for the Colts.
Boy, I'll tell you, they're going to call that Anthony Johnson pretty soon of turning upfield when he goes in motion, or they got to be looking for it because he really is turning up fast as he comes in motion inside. He and Eric Dickerson that time run angle patterns out to the outside. Clarence Verdun comes breaking in underneath them over the middle. Ronnie Lepet, the cornerback, has to take him man for man all the way, and he's just running away from Lepet over the middle. Of course, that's tough coverage.
Johnson, the fullback, is offset left. Dickerson, the tailback. It is Brooks to the far side, Hester to the near side. They give us to Dickerson to the right, now back to the left, now back to the right, and he gets 2 yards to the 36-yard line, and down he goes. Tim Goad is there for the Patriots, along with Chris Singleton. And the pile still unraveling. Eugene, the hit machine Lockhart, also there on the tackle.
Got some finals for you if you're just tuning in. New Orleans beat Seattle 27-24. Kansas City topped Atlanta 14-13. Philadelphia over Green Bay 20-3, but very costly as Randall Cunningham out for the remainder of the season with torn knee ligaments. And right here, it's 13-7 Patriots.
Let's take a timeout from Indianapolis with a score. The Patriots 13 and the Colts 7.
U.S. Healthcare and WBZ Radio are pleased to announce this week's Scholar Athlete. The Governor's Alliance Against Drugs asked all high school principals to nominate students for the U.S. Healthcare Scholar Athlete Recognition Award. This week's winner is Sean Callahan from South Boston High School. Sean is co-captain of both the varsity football and varsity baseball teams. He's also been on the honor roll for most of his high school career and will graduate graduate from South Boston High School in 1992. Congratulations to Sean Callahan, U.S. Healthcare Scholar Athlete of the Week. Everyone who drives must know what it's like to have more passengers than seats or more cargo than truck space. That happens from time to time. Well, Ford has the solution. Members of the Ford Rent-A-Car system offer great rental deals on superbly maintained Ford cars, vans, and pickups. They're ready to help when you need to carry more than your own car can handle, or when you feel like adding a touch of automotive class to some special occasion, say a luxuriously equipped Thunderbird or Crown Victoria, or just when you need another set of dependable wheels on hand for whatever reason. Rent by the day, the week, or longer, and rent from Ford with confidence because their low rate includes insurance and their expert technicians keep the rental fleet in tip-top shape. See your Ford dealer for the quick and easy answer to your temporary transportation problem. See Bonnell Ford on Cambridge Street in Winchester, Main Street Ford, Main Street in Waltham, or Framingham Ford, Route 9 in Framingham.
So we head into the fourth quarter at the Hoosier Dome in Indianapolis. Second down, 8 yards to go for the Indianapolis Colts at the Patriots' 36-yard line. Patriots leading 13-7. Let's pause 10 seconds for station identification on the New England Patriots Radio Network.
This is Gary LaPierre, WBZ News. When you need to know what's going on 24 hours a day, whether in Boston or halfway around the world, you can depend on WBZ, Boston's news station.
Colts out with a shotgun formation. George with Dickerson to his right and Jesse Hester in the backfield to his left. Now Hester goes in motion to the left. And George takes the direct snap, rolls to his right. Here's the blitz. It goes up to the right side. It's complete to Hester at the 30. He's inside the 25-yard line and dragged out and out of bounds at the 24 by Tony Zachary. But the Colts are deep in Patriots territory now to the 24-yard line. And you know, with a guy like George, with the kind of an arm he has, it could be just a moment away from Indianapolis taking the lead, because the Patriots' lead is only 2 field goals at 13-7.
Yeah, Hester shouldn't have got that much yardage after catching that little curl-in pattern against that defense. Tony Zachary and Chris Singleton right there allowed him to just make a turn and go to the outside and pick up about 7 or 8 extra yards, and those are important yards down there.
The Colts have a slot to the right. Hester. Wide to the right is Brooks. To the left side, the slot man is Verdun. Wide is Johnson. Shotgun formation for Jeff George. The lone setback is Dickerson. In motion comes Johnson. Back to throw is George. Fires it to the right. Complete to Dickerson at the 25-yard line. Good solid play by safety man Harry Colin to bring Dickerson down right about the line of scrimmage. Good play by Colin.
Well, Harry Colin comes in here highly regarded as a tackler. He broke Eric McMillan's school record at Missouri in solo tackles in his career. So he made this team by being a good, strong tackler, coming up and being a hitter.
He stops Dickerson for no gain. It'll be second down and 10 for Indianapolis at the Patriot 24-yard line. The Colts try to go left to right. It is Brooks to the far side left. To the near side right comes Verdun. On the left wing now for the Colts is Johnson. Out of a shotgun formation again. Out of the backfield in motion left goes Hester. Back to throw is George. He fires it to the right, complete to Dickerson at the 25. Down again he goes at the 22-yard line. Another good solid tackle, this one by David Howard, one of the people acquired from Dallas in the trade for the number 1 pick, making the tackle on Dickerson. A gain of 2 yards. It'll be third down and 8 for Indianapolis at the Patriot 22.
Yeah, David Howard that time coming up and making a sure tackle. And that what was necessary, because you had a little screen set up to Eric Dickerson out here. They want to get him out here isolated on these linebackers and do his one-on-one thing, but Howard met the task.
Colts out, third down and 8. Patriot 22. Brooks far side left, near side right Verdun. Hester in the backfield, a shotgun formation again. Hester in motion to the left, and the ball never got snapped.
Yep.
The ball never got snapped. Illegal procedure is going to be called against the Colts as George was drifting back. It was funny. He was drifting back with his hands out, and there was no ball there.
False start. Offensive line prior to the snap. Repeat third down.
Yeah, they get a chance to repeat the down, though.
Well,
but maybe
things.
That 5 yards could loom large. Who knows?
It'll bring up third down and 13 for the Colts now at the Patriot 27-yard line. Third and 13 Indianapolis at the Patriots 27 near hash mark. Colts trying to go left to right here in this fourth quarter. 12:32 left to play.
Now here's where you really need pressure.
Thank you.
That front three has really got to be determined to try to get in there and put some pressure on Jeff George and make him just throw a little quicker than he wants to. If he can just sit back there, he's playing right into his game then.
They reset the clock at 12:54, now running down to 12:49. 3rd and 13 for the Colts at the Patriots' 27-yard line. Hester in motion to the left side. Back to throw is George. Here's the rush. He steps up into the pocket. Going to be hit and sacked. The ball is loose on the ground. Let's see who's got it. Back around the 32-yard line. Looks like the Colts recovered, but good heavy pressure on Jeff George, Gino. Just what you asked for.
And I'll tell you what, they had 4 down linemen, so they came in with a little different scheme. They had a 4-man rush, and then somebody in the middle was able to get through and force Jeff George to step up into the middle, and then with that, he was able to get hit from behind by Andre Tippett or Chris Singleton. I wasn't sure which one.
So it's going to bring up a 4th down and a field goal attempt from 48 yards out for Dean Biasucci, who so far has missed 3 long field goal attempts in this game.
See, this is an important kick now for the Colts, Gil, because if they can get within 3, then they can play an altogether different game, getting down into the waning minutes of the game. But if they're going to be forced to have to go for a touchdown after this possession, it's going to be altogether a different game for them. So this is a very important kick for the Colts.
Something's wrong with Chris Singleton. Just before the ball was going to be snapped, I saw Singleton kind of weaving around back and forth. He might have had his bell rung pretty good there. Then went down to one knee, and the officials stopped play, and Singleton is going off the field under his own power with the training staff and the medical staff, but he may be hearing some little birds chirping.
He's a little disgusted right now because he has to come out for the play. You like to see that. You like to see guys that don't like to come out.
So it's going to be a 48-yard field goal attempt for Dean Biasucci. The angle is to his left. It's from the near hash mark, left to right. 11:52 and the clock running here in the 4th quarter. Patriots leading 13-7. Ron Stark to hold for Dean Biasucci, awaiting the snap. There's the snap. The ball is down. The kick is blocked. The kick is blocked and bouncing across midfield and is recovered by the Patriots at the Colts' 45-yard line.
96. Brent Williams came right up the middle. And he blew right on top of Ron Stark, and he had just every possible chance to knock that down. Dick Macpherson is going wild on the sideline, but not only did he block it, Gil, he got it on the first bounce, so he too had the presence of mind of grabbing that ball. Of course, as are just the instincts that anybody has, and he ran upfield with it.
Let's take a timeout with the score. The Patriots 13 and the Colts 7.
We're here with Manny Spampanato of Computer Marketplace. I understand you have a new notebook computer that really is at the cutting edge.
Yes, Peter, this is the cutting edge of technology. It's a computer that's put out by Librex. It's a 386 SX running at 20 megahertz. It's got a 30 meg hard drive and 4 megabyte of RAM, which means it'll run almost all software. This notebook computer has essentially no difference from a desktop computer. It's great for Windows environments. You can run spreadsheets, word processors, or any application that you need to run at this time.
And it costs?
We have the Librex 386, and right now it's only $22.95 with a $100 manufacturer's rebate.
How will people use it?
Well, you can use it at your desk at work. You can take it home, do your work at home. If you're taking the train, the subway, you can sit down right there and do your work right there. It has a beautiful screen, one of the best in the market, and you can use it anywhere.
Get your Librex 386 SX notebook computer at Computer Marketplace in Tewksbury, Mass. or Plastow, New Hampshire.
1, 2, 3. I'm driving back east on the interstate to a roadside diner and a sirloin steak. I best go west because I like the view. Nothing looks better than a barbecue. Right now, beef is a real value, especially T-bones and rib steaks. So head to your store and check out those steaks. No matter where I go, I always go for real food. Beef, real value right now. Sponsored by the Beef Industry Council and Beef Board.
Don't miss the Patriots when they go on the road. The Carlson Travel Network offers affordable trips to all away game destinations. Call the Carlson Travel Network toll-free, 1-800-283-8777. Gino, after that blocked field goal attempt, Dick Macpherson ran over and hugged Danny Scarnecchia. Scarnecchia, the special teams coach, was a coach here a year ago with the Colts.
Yeah, he may have known some of the weaknesses along that offensive line of the Colts, and I think he had something to do with that block and designing a scheme for Brent Williams to use on Ray Donaldson over the middle and getting up into the middle to block it. So I got to believe that Scarnecchia had something to do with the design of that block for a field goal.
1st and 10 at the Colts 44. Hodson fires near side. It's incomplete. Over the head of the intended receiver, Irving Fryer. He had Greg McMurtry wide open at the 15-yard line. Whatever play they ran was a dandy.
See, you got a deflated team right now in the Colts. anytime you have a blocked field goal, that really deflates you until you can find some momentum and pick it up again. So that's why the Patriots try to strike real fast with him. And he had him down, too. He had both guys open. The only thing is he chose to go to Irving Fryer over here on the left sideline and overthrew him.
Bring up a 2nd down and 10 for the Patriots at the Colts 44-yard line after a blocked field goal and recovered by the Patriots. Out they come with Fryer to the near side left and McMurtry in the slot. Backs are split. Hunter and Russell. Patriots going right to left. 2nd and 10 at the Colts 44. The give is to no one. Rolling left is Hodson. Looking downfield. Fires. McMurtry's got it, and it is incomplete. Ruled out of bounds. McMurtry leaping in the air. Had to kind of turn his body for the pass.
Yeah, but they're not using enough of the field in which to throw the ball here. You got a roll-out play action, and you got McMurtry right on the sideline. You had Irving Fryer running up that same left sideline. You just narrowed the field down so much that it's, the percentages are against you. I'm surprised at the patterns that they're running.
Ivy Joe Hunter goes out and Michael Timpson comes in, so the Patriots will go with 3 wide receivers.
And here's, excuse me for interrupting, but here's where they really needed some field position to get another field goal and maybe put the game a little bit in a safe bound, because one touchdown can turn it right around.
Timpson is in. He is wide to the far side right. In the slot is McMurtry. Wide to the near side, Fryer. 3rd and 10, Colts 44. Hodson back to throw. Steps up into the pocket. Ball is stripped loose. Rolling on the ground. Still rolling on the ground. The Colts have it at the Patriots' 49-yard line. Well, the Patriots failed to take advantage of a golden opportunity, and now the momentum may have just swung the other way.
Absolutely. I'll tell you what, they were trying to go for the kill in this series, and I think it was poor play selection. I really do. You got a 6-point lead. You got the ball across midfield. They should have been punching it in there, using the clock, and getting Leonard Russell running little short passes, at least get into field goal territory and get your 9-point lead. But what they were trying to do was go for a strike going upfield. You had a deflated team, but yet I think it was poor play selection, and I hope it doesn't come back to haunt this team.
Indianapolis out on the fumble recovery. 1st and 10 at the Patriots' 49-yard line. Jeff George will operate out of a shotgun formation, has Dickerson to his right side. Hester's in the backfield to his left. Wide to the near side is Verdun. Wide to the far side is Brooks. Back to throw is George. Steps up into the pocket. Here comes the rush. Rolls to his right. Fires and it's incomplete. Intended for Dickerson through his hands on the near side. Brent Williams was giving hard chase to Jeff George on the near side when George was able to get the ball away before getting sacked. It'll be 2nd down and 10 Colts at the Patriots' 49-yard line. 2nd and 10, Indianapolis at the Patriots' 40-yard line. Ball is on the near hash mark. Colts try to go left to right. 11-11 to play in the game. The Patriots leading 13-7. But a golden opportunity just went by the boards after a fumble recovery or a block kick recovery at the Colts 44. Wide to the far side left is Brooks. To the near side right, Verdun. Hester in the slot. Johnson on the left wing. Shotgun formation, direct snap to Jeff George. Over the middle it goes, complete there. Breaking loose is Johnson down to the 40-yard line to the 39 and close to a 1st down.
Well, the Patriots gambled and they blitzed, but that left all that kind of room for that back coming out of the backfield on a quick blitz pattern. And all he's trying to do is catch it, do a little spin move, and get away from one tackler because everybody's one-on-one. You got 7 guys rushing. You only got 4 in coverage.
The ball is marked at the 40-yard line, so it'll be 3rd down and a yard to go for Indianapolis at the Patriots' 40-yard line. 3rd and 1. I wouldn't be surprised to see George go into the end zone on this play, figuring they might go for 4th and 1 at this situation at the Patriots' 40. You don't think so? Okay, we'll see. Johnson wide to the near side right. Far side left is Brooks. Dickerson the lone setback. Quarterback sneak. You were right, Gino. And very close as to whether or not he made it. He got stuffed by the middle of the Patriots' defense. Let's see if they give him a generous spot.
You're right. He let up. Once he slid between guard and tackle, George didn't keep pumping and trying to get over. He just kind of let up. And in doing so, this is a very, very close mark.
I don't think they made it, to tell you the truth. They're going to bring the chains in from the near side. The ball is just short of the Patriots' 39-yard line. They had to get to the 39 for a 1st down. This is going to be very close. And I was correctamundo, I believe. They're short of a 1st down.
Yeah, but they got to go.
Oh, sure. 4th and inches, and the Colts have a 4th down and inches at the Patriots' 39-yard line.
The only thing is, they're going to run, so you can almost play run defense. You know, with 10 minutes to go, I don't know if the Colts can gamble on a play action and try to go into the end zone, and if they don't get it, turn the ball over. I think they have to keep possession. So here's a chance now where the Patriots can really try to work on penetration.
All right, Indianapolis out of the huddle. They have Eric Dickerson as the lone setback. A double tight end offense with Johnson to the near side and Brooks to the far side. Jeff George calling signals, drops straight back to throw, fires to the far side, incomplete, and the Patriots take over on downs. Gino, that's a dumb decision.
Yeah. Well, you're going what you think is going to be a safe pattern, a quick hitch pass, but evidently they just were not in tune on that one. So with the score, Patriots 13, the Colts 7. Let's take a timeout on the New England Patriots Radio Network.
The Colts on 4th and inches at the Patriot 39 attempted a pass. It went incomplete. The Patriots take over on downs, and they dodged a bullet, Gino.
They sure did, because their series of downs after blocking that field goal kick was going to be in question. You know, when you have the ball and you have the lead, your ally is the clock. So there's two things you can do when you have the ball, and that's to churn it up and run up the clock, try to narrow it down and keep the game as short as possible. They decided to go in the air and go long, and it could have backfired on them with only a 6-point lead.
1st and 10, Patriots at their own 40-yard line. Leonard Russell, the lone setback. He gets the call. Off right tackle, blasts across the line of scrimmage, carries out close to the 44-yard line, and a 4-yard gain for Leonard Russell. Making the tackle for the Indianapolis Colts, defensive lineman Donnell Thompson. Been around 11 years now. Thompson from North Carolina, former #1 pick of the Colts, 6'4", 280. Ball marked at the 44-yard line of the Patriots, 2nd down and 6.
See, that was
far hash mark.
So important on that mark that they gave Jeff George on that quarterback sneak, because he really did not make every effort to get over there and get there. He thought he had it and he let up, but we'll get back to that spot.
From right, Marv Cook in motion to the left. The give is to Russell. Skirts one hit and then is wrapped up at the 42 by Dwayne Bickett. Russell stepped away from the initial hit by Jeff Herod, but then Dwayne Bickett was just waiting for him and wrapped him up. Bickett's a good linebacker.
See, the other thing I see right now, and it really should not be happening, the defense is playing more inspired than the offense of the Patriots is, and it should be the other way around, because you got them down by 6, and you're trying to just make first downs. You're trying to use up the clock, but they're not winning the battle along the line of scrimmage. And for some reason, the Colts have really been playing inspired here, and they realize the importance of just getting this ball back, because a touchdown will put them back into the lead.
Ball at the 42. It is 3rd down and 7. They have to advance to the 49. The Patriots' 42-yard line. Hodson turns and calls a timeout. Hodson looked around, saw something he didn't like, turned and called a timeout.
Well, I hope it was that and not the noise, because if it was the noise, you got to go to the official.
Let's take a timeout. 8:35 left in the game with a score. The Patriots 13 and the Colts 7.
Miss Snively?
That's Snively.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Me too.
I was told that you'd have some suggestions as to how to meet the deductible on our company's health plan.
That's right. I have a whole file here.
Oh, great, because our deductible's really high.
Take off all your clothes.
What?
And roll around in a nice bed of poison ivy.
Why?
That'll shave something off your deductible.
You know, at my last job, we had U.S. health care, and there was no deductible. No nickel and dime out-of-pocket expenses.
Wear 3 pairs of itchy wool socks in the summer, and you'll get a nasty case of prickly heat.
See, if we had U.S. health care here, we'd be covered 100% from the day we joined.
For an ice cold, put on wet skivvies and sit on a block of ice. If you're lucky, it'll turn into pneumonia.
And doctor's visits are just $2 with U.S. health care, and that covers lab tests and x-rays.
Here's my favorite. For very realistic flu symptoms, eat raw liver and green apples.
Look, I'm not feeling so well.
Oh, isn't that nice?
I'm itchy, feverish, and queasy.
Just rush off to the doctor.
Yeah.
Put a dent in that deductible.
Yeah.
And have a nice day.
Right.
U.S. Healthcare, monitoring your family's healthcare.
During the JCPenney Labor Day sale, you'll save 25% off the regular price on all junior jeans. You'll also save on all girls and boys jeans and every pair of Levi's for men and young men. Then save on sheets and towels for the dorm. Home collection twin sheets regularly $4.99 are just $3.99. And the JCPenney bath towel is just $4.99, the lowest price of the year.
JCPenney, where fashion comes to life.
3rd down, 7 yards to go. Patriots at their own 42-yard line. Near hash, trying to go right to left. 8:35 left in the game. Pats lead 13-7. The Patriots are only 1 of 7 in 3rd down conversions this afternoon.
Yeah, you usually don't find a team on the lead converting only 1 out of 7 attempts.
The 6-point lead is slim against a team with a quarterback like George. Out they come. 3rd and 7. Wide to the near side is Fryer. Wide to the far side, McMurtry. Russell in the backfield. Hodson back to throw. Steps up. Fires to the right. Coming back for the ball and making a nice catch at the 49-yard line of the Indianapolis Colts was Michael Timpson.
Superb catch because that was a wounded duck going out there. Tommy Hodson had nothing on the ball. He stepped up into the pocket and he had to get it off and get it out there immediately. And with that, Michael Timpson coming back to the outside I really didn't know if he could get to the ball. It looked like it was just underthrown too much. But Michael Timpson did an outstanding job to cradle his arms underneath once again to ensure that it was a catch.
It is 1st and 10 Patriots at the Colts 49-yard line. Russell is the lone setback, a double tight end, slot to the near side left for Hodson. The give is to Leonard Russell, up on the right side. He is across the line of scrimmage down to the Indianapolis 46-yard line and a gain of about 3 yards on the play. Donnell Thompson for the Colts in on the tackle. Also helped out by Matthew Jarosky. It'll be 2nd down Patriots at the Indianapolis 46-yard line. They have to advance to the 39 of Indianapolis, so it's 2nd down and 7. Hodson is 12 of 17, 124 yards passing in this game for the Patriots and 1 touchdown.
7:24 to go in the ball game, and once again we talk about the importance of trying to use up as much of this clock as possible with a precarious 6-point lead.
Fryer to the far side right, near side left McMurtry. 2nd and 7 Patriots. They give us to Russell up the middle. He's across the 35 on his feet and down to the 40-yard line. Leonard Russell pounding out to the 40-yard line. It'll bring up 3rd and short for the Patriots. Donnell Thompson makes the tackle along with Indianapolis linebacker Quintus McDonald, but the ball is marked at the 40-yard line, bringing up 3rd and 1 for the Patriots.
A little different version of the counter tray. They have their right guard pulling, and also the back, Ivy Joe Hunter, who was set in the wingback formation, pulls going left. So they have the 2 blockers as opposed to the Washington Redskins using the guard and tackle. They use their H-back and their guard to pull. Kind of interesting.
Patriots come out with a double tight end formation. Adams on the left wing, Hunter the fullback, Russell the tailback, 3rd and 1 at the Colts 40-yard line. Hodson calling signals on 3rd down and 1. Long count for Tommy Hodson. The give is to Leonard Russell, right side, hurdles the pile, driving, still driving, and I believe he got a 1st down. It's very close, but Leonard Russell, while in the air, the legs were pumping.
Well, twisting and turning. What he's trying to do is twist his way forward on top of all those bodies, and that's the kind of effort you need because it is a 1st down, as opposed to what Jeff George did in a very critical situation and not giving it an all-out effort to get that 1st down.
Patriots are 1st and 10 at the Colts 39-yard line. The ball is on the far hash mark. They're trying to go right to left. The clock is running with 5:44 to go, and the Patriots lead 13-7. It is McMurtry to the far side right. To the near side left is Fryer. Fullback offset left Hunter. Tailback is Russell. 1st down Patriots. The give to Leonard Russell, right side. He runs in traffic and is brought down after a gain of about 2 yards to the 37-yard line.
Yeah, they're keying on him now. You can see that the Colt defense is really just filing over to that side when they see him angle that way, and they're going right for him. So keying on Leonard Russell, knowing that the ball control style of ball that the Patriots want to play right now, they're going to give it to their big horse, but he does come out.
He comes out, and John Vaughn comes in, so that gives the Patriots a different kind of a running back. Whereas Russell is the powerhouse guy, Vaughn is the jitterbug, stutter-stepping kind. Double tight ends for the Patriots and a slot to the right side. Fryer is wide, McMurtry in the slot, Vaughn the lone setback. 2nd down Patriots, 8 yards to go. The pitch to Vaughn, turning wide left, trying to cut inside. He's going to be hit and thrown back by Dwayne Bickett. Oh, boy, that's a solid tackle by Bickett.
Yeah, but it was the uncertainty in which John Vaughn was running. Did you notice him? He was kind of hesitating. He wasn't sure where he was going with the play. And I don't know if it was designed to go that wide or not, but he did not run with authority. And I think because of that, the edge went to the Colt defense.
Ball is marked back to the 39-yard line. It'll bring up 3rd down and 10 for the Patriots at the Colts 39, 4:21 left. Ball on the near hash mark, and perhaps the most important play of the game coming up for the Patriots. They lead 13-7. Timpson, far side right, Fryer in the slot. McMurtry, near side left. The lone setback is Russell, 3rd and 10 at the Indianapolis 39-yard line. Hodson calling signals, straight back. Here's the blitz. Hodson fires, man open, Fryer, 1st down. Indianapolis 27-yard line. A great throw by Hodson.
What a great throw. Once again, the really, you don't see the zip on the ball that you normally see because Hodson is stepping up into the pocket to throw. And Mike Pryor covering Irving Fryer on a square-out pattern as McMurtry run a go pattern on that side. And the ball just getting there, and Irving Fryer with the sure hands, making sure he made possession, a reception, because that was a first down. And as you pointed out right before the play, a very, very important third down play.
1st and 10 Patriots at the Colts 27-yard line. Russell the lone setback. McMurtry in the near side slot with Fryer wide to the near side. Hodson on the give to Leonard Russell. To the right, cuts it back to the left, spins across the 25-yard line, and gets it down to the 24, close to the 23. Keith Taylor coming up out of the secondary to help out on the tackle for the Colts. Herod was there for Indianapolis, along with Matthew Jarowski. The ball will be marked at the Indianapolis 23-yard line, and now the Colts call a timeout to stop the clock with 3:05 remaining. That leaves Indianapolis with 2 timeouts remaining. The Patriots have 1 timeout left.
Well, you know that timeout usage in the last 3 to 4 minutes, along with that 2-minute warning, has really become a science.
Oh, yes.
Some teams really know how to do it, and I'll tell you what, there are a lot of teams that I see using timeouts had they used them correctly.
Well, the Colts stopped the clock here with 3:05 to go, and I think a very smart timeout.
Oh, yes.
Because they're going to get another one at 2 minutes if the Patriots hang on to the ball here. And that will probably leave them 2 for inside the 2-minute warning when they get the ball back.
Well, we could really get into it now, but we'd be running, talking about using a timeout now and then do you use another one before the 2 minutes. But it all depends on what this play does. If the defense makes a defensive stand here, or if they allow a good chunk of yardage, dictates whether you call another timeout or not.
2nd and 6. The give is to Russell up the middle, cutting to the left side, and he is down to the 21-yard line, close to the 20. Cut down there by John Baylor. Was Leonard Russell. They will mark the football at the Indianapolis 21-yard line, and it'll bring up a 3rd down, and the Colts did indeed call another timeout.
Yeah.
Well, they have 1 left. They have stopped the clock now with 3 minutes to go. I'm sure they'll save 1 timeout for inside the 2-minute warning, unless they have great confidence in George using the clock in a 2-minute drill.
No, because what you're saying then is it's 3 minutes to go, so you got 45 seconds. So if you stop them and you don't call a timeout, it'll go down to 2:15. Then you'll get another timeout at the 2 minutes, and then you'll have 1 left for inside the 2 minutes. Ideally, that's what you want. You want to have at least 1 timeout
that's what I'm saying.
within that 2 minutes.
They've got 1 left now.
Yeah, but they could conceivably use another one right after this play, and then you're talking about having a full, almost a full 3 minutes with the 1 timeout being the 2-minute warning.
And a quarterback like George, with the arm he has, is so dangerous in a 2-minute drill. I think it's imperative the Patriots get points out of this possession. They're in field goal range. Right now it is a 3rd down and 4 at the Indianapolis 21-yard line.
Oh, they just got to hammer it up in there, that's all.
Fire wide to the right, McMurtry in the slot. Russell alone set back, 2 tight ends. 3rd and 4. The give is to Russell. Trying to break it wide to the outside. Cuts in at the 20. Drives it down to the 18-yard line. That's as far as he gets. He is brought down by Colts Jeff Herod.
And see that? The Colts are going to call another timeout, Gil.
And now the Colts do call another timeout with the ball at the Indianapolis 18-yard line. The Patriots will attempt a field goal here. The ball will be marked at the 25. It'll be a 35-yard attempt for Jason Starofsky. Jason has hit 2 field goals this afternoon from 35 and 39 yards out in the ball game.
Yeah, see, their thinking here is that they're almost going to concede this field goal, so then they figure they have to make up 9 points, so they have to have all the time that they can have, meaning close to 2 minutes and 45 seconds. If it were the other way around, they might have waited and done it the other way that we just discussed, but a lot of times whatever happens on a given play will dictate whether you call another timeout or not.
Leonard Russell this afternoon, 27 carries and 74 yards. Let's see what the Patriots, you think they might try a fake here, Gino, with Hodson holding? He's the holder.
No way. No way.
Okay.
Absolutely. No, this is a big field goal.
Oh, certainly.
A big field goal, because with that, you got a 9-point lead.
All right, the hold will be at the 26-yard line. Far hash mark, angle to the left for Starofsky. A 36-yard field goal attempt. The snap, the ball is down. The kick is up, and it is good.
And they roughed Starofsky as well.
Oh, boy. So the Patriots will kick off from 15 yards further. Jason Starofsky has hit his 3rd field goal of the game. Now, wait a minute.
disregard the flag. There was no foul.
Okay, thank you. I was just going to say, do you then take the points off the board and keep control of the ball if there was a roughing the kicker penalty, but disregard the flag.
They were saying that the defender was pushed into Starofsky.
So Starofsky kicks his third field goal of the game, a 36-yard kick with 2:46 remaining to be played. And the difference in this one at this point, with 2:46 to go, has been the foot of Jason Starofsky and the foot of Dean Biasucci. Starofsky's 3 for 3, Biasucci's 0 for 3.
Right on, Gil. You got it.
So now the Patriots will kick off to the Indianapolis Colts.
Of course,
you can't concede them. You can't allow Indianapolis to score a quick touchdown.
Right.
Because then you're talking onside kick or all kinds of things.
Yeah, the only thing is, they got a lot to do if they're holding any hopes of pulling this one out with no timeouts left. That's a real severe negative for them right now. So with that, they got a real tall order, but nonetheless, you need a good, strong kickoff here, and you need good coverage. You got to just force them to start this drive from back inside their 25.
Clarence Verdun, the deep man for the Colts in the middle. Got Grant to his left. To the near side right is McLuhan. Starofsky to kick it off for the Patriots. 2:46 to go. The Pats lead 16-7. Kickoff by Starofsky. Very, very high. Down to Verdun at the 7. Heads to the right to the 10. 15. 20, outside, 25, 30, out of bounds, near side at the 33-yard line, knocked out by Ben Coates on the near side. Verdun up yelling and barking at Coates, who just jogs off the field and just totally ignored him. All right, 1st and 10, Indianapolis at their own 33-yard line. Jeff George, who threw a touchdown pass in the first quarter of 24 yards to Bill Brooks, will try to engineer the Colts downfield for a quick score and see if they can possibly pull off an onside kick. 2:35 left to play in the football game. Indianapolis out 1st and 10 at their own 33. 33 near hash mark. George not out of a shotgun. He's right up under center. Got 3 receivers to his right side. Now out of the slot in motion left goes Hester. Now back in motion to the right goes Hester. And back to throw goes Jeff George. Steps up, fires upfield. It is complete there to Johnson, and he's down at the 42-yard line. Brought down by David Howard and Jerome Henderson. Short of a first down. It's 2nd down and 1 for the Colts. 2nd and 1 from their own 42-yard line. Now out of a shotgun, George. On 2nd down and a yard to go. Has Dickerson in the backfield. Back to throw is Jeff George. 2nd down. Looks, fires it upfield. Complete to Johnson again. He's short of the 50-yard line and is hit and dragged away by Jerome Henderson. Howard missed the tackle on him. And then Henderson wrapped him up as we get to the 2-minute warning. 2 minutes left to play in the opening game of the season. Let's take a timeout from the Hoosier Dome with the score. The Patriots 16 and the Colts 7. Jeff George, 24 completions, 37 attempts for 274 yards passing today. He's been sacked 4 times and thrown 1 touchdown. Gino, at the start of the second half, you were talking about adjustments that the coaches make at halftime. And the Patriots defensively have played a much better second half than they did a first half. They were playing better toward the end of the first half, but in the second half have really played very well.
Yeah, they played better against the run, Gil, but they were giving up some passing once again in the 2 long drives that the Colts were able to muster, and then having 1 field goal miss and another 1 blocked. They kind of like giving it up in the air, but they did make the proper adjustments to take the ground game away from the Colts.
1st and 10, Indianapolis at their own 48-yard line. Jeff George out of a shotgun formation, 2 minutes to play. Inside handoff Dickerson. He's across midfield. Fumble in the play. Ball loose on the ground. Pile up at the 49-yard line. At the Indianapolis 49, I believe Dickerson, yes, he did recover his own fumble. And the crowd starts to give him a little bit of business. Colts now going without a huddle on the 2-minute drill. 2nd down, Indianapolis, 9 yards to go at their own 49. Back to throw is George. Steps up, fires upfield. It is complete to Dickerson. He's down at the Patriots 49. Jerome Henderson making the tackle. The Patriots giving the Colts that inside stuff, the middle zones, and not letting them go deep.
Oh, yeah, they'll give them all that underneath like that.
3rd down and 3, Indianapolis. At the Patriots' 45-yard line. George takes the direct snap. Back to throw. Fires it upfield again to Dickerson. Complete at the 35. Down to the Patriots' 31 goes Eric Dickerson. David Howard makes the tackle. The clock runs with 1:10 to go. Patriots lead 16-7. The Colts have no timeouts remaining. George is yelling the play to both sides of the line of scrimmage. He has Verdun wide to the far side left and Brooks to the near side right. Direct snap to Jeff George. Back to throw. Fires right. Complete to Dickerson. He's down there at the 23-yard line by Jerome Henderson. And the Patriots...
That's foolish. They had Johnson going out towards the angle, towards the sidelines. He's wide open, and if he catches it, he can go out of bounds. And they keep throwing over the middle to Dickerson.
43 seconds left, and George just throws the football down to the ground to stop the clock with 40 seconds remaining. And George will come over to the sidelines to talk to Ron Meyer. At least he's looking over there. And on the far sideline, the happiest man in North America at this point has got to be the man whose cup is not only always half full, but whose cup is always filled to the brim, and that's Dick Macpherson. And I'm personally very happy for him. He's such a great guy.
Well, we're just going to wait, though, this other 40 seconds before we get carried away.
Well,
and also have Coach Dick Macpherson be so elated. But there's good reason to feel good about the situation right now.
It is 3rd down and 3 Indianapolis at the Patriots' 24-yard line. George will take a direct snap out of a shotgun with 40 seconds remaining to be played in the football game. Takes the snap, goes straight back, looking left, fires deep upfield, intercepted in the end zone by Mickey Washington. Put a cap on it, tie it up with a bow. The Patriots have just snapped the longest losing streak in the team's history of 14 regular season games with 32 seconds left. The interception by Mickey Washington wraps this one up for Dick Macpherson, his staff, his players. They have just got to be delighted with the performance this afternoon.
And it also extends the longest losing streak for opening games, that the Colts now go from 7 to 8 straight opening game losses. So, and that's an NFL.
That's right.
Longest record going on right now.
Dick Macpherson, elated on the sidelines, went over and shook the hand of Mickey Washington. The Patriots will just take the snap and fall to the ground with 32 seconds left. The Colts don't have any timeouts. There's nothing left that they can do about it. And we told you before, as the game was getting ready to start, tremendous pressure on the Indianapolis Colts to come out of the box fast against the Patriots. It will not be done, and the crowd is booing the Colts as they leave the field. Dick Macpherson comes across to shake hands with Ron Meyer, and the Patriots have won the opening game of the 1991 season. Let's take a timeout here with a final score. The New England Patriots 16, the Indianapolis Colts 7.
Okay, once again, back at the Hoosier Dome. Gino Cappelletti along with Gil Santos. We have a final from the Hoosier Dome, of course, if you're just tuning in. You missed a good one. The Patriots on top, 16-7 over the, I almost said it myself, Baltimore, the Indianapolis Colts, to force the Colts into their 8th consecutive opening game loss, which has now become the longest NFL streak for losses on opening game. But nonetheless, we're going to talk about the Patriots as Tommy Hodson quarterbacked all the way, and they struck early in the game with their second possession. They won the toss. They elected to receive, no first down. They punted back to the Colts. Colts came back with good field position. Andre Tippett comes up with an interception, a fabulous interception at midfield. And Tommy Hodson then using Leonard Russell, pounding it down to the 20-yard line. And now we find ourselves at the 23-yard line. Tommy Hodson looking for Marv Cook.
First down and 10 at the Colts 22, and Hodson's back to throw. Sets, fires, end zone, wide open, touchdown, Marvin Cook.
Jason Starofsky converts the point after, and the Patriots take an early lead, 7-0, with 7:47 to go in the first period. But Colts, not to be counted out, came right back, starting at their own 20, moved downfield smartly on the arm of Jeff George. Anthony Johnson on the receiving end coming out of the backfield, and they move all the way down to the 24-yard line. And BU graduate Billy Brooks on the receiving end of this pass.
Brooks to the far side right, to the near side left is Hester for the Colts. Play action fake by George, rolling to the right, now looking back to the left, firing to the end zone, wide open, touchdown, Billy Brooks. Jeff George fires a 24-yard touchdown strike to Billy Brooks, the former BU Terrier, and the Indianapolis Colts have come back to get to within a point of the Patriots.
And that made the score 7-7 with 4 minutes to go in the first period. Patriots once again with their possession, unable to move the ball, punted back to the Colts. Colts started at their own 32-yard line, moved downfield, get close to the 20, stop short at the 22. Dean Biasucci comes in to attempt a 45-yard field goal. The first of his 3 misses today. He's wide to the left. Patriots take over, have the ball at their 22, move downfield once again, this time with Tommy Hodson taking to the air, hitting Ben Coates, hitting Irving Fryer, and mixing them up, even hitting Marv Cook on passes along with Leonard Russell. Get down to the 20-yard line, and Jason Starowski then hits a 35-yard field goal with 4:20 to go in the half, and that gives the Patriots a 10-7 lead. Colts come right back, march downfield, and Dean Biasucci comes in for a long field goal attempt of 52 yards, and this time he is wide to the right, so the first half ends with the Patriots on top 10-7. Patriots postgame show continues in a moment on the New England Patriots Radio Network. All right, back at the Hoosier Dome, we're replaying some of the key plays in this ball game today, in which the Patriots won 16-7. If you're just tuning in, an exciting opening game win for Coach Dick Macpherson, new coach of the Patriots, and his staff. Third quarter action. Patriots kick off to the Colts. Colts starting at their own 30, and they take to the airwaves and move right downfield once again. But then the Patriot defense came up and made the stand and forced another Dean Biasucci field goal, this time from the 42. And he is 0 for 3 as he misses once again. Patriots take over at their own 24. They, too, take to the air. Marv Cook, Irving Fryer, Marv Cook, Irving Fryer, back-to-back catches, move downfield. Irving Fryer then makes the last reception, giving Leonard Russell a chance to make 2 dashes into the line, moving it to the 15. Their drive stalled. Jason Starowski then kicks a 39-yard field goal, making it 13-7 with 3:05 to go in the third period. Colts mount another drive starting at their own 14 this time, and they get downfield into scoring position. And once again, a field goal attempt by the Colts, Dean Biasucci. And listen to this one.
Ron Stark to hold for Dean Biasucci, awaiting the snap. There's the snap. The ball is down. The kick is blocked. The kick is blocked and bouncing across midfield and is recovered by the Patriots at the Colts' 45-yard line.
Okay, so with that big block of a field goal attempt, Brent Williams blocking it, picking it up himself. Tommy Hodson then in turn fumbles on the third down, Colts recover, and they have a fourth down and inches at the 40-yard line. The Patriots defense comes up and stops them. Jeff George tied a third down and short yardage quarterback sneak. He did not lunge forward. The spot given by the officials was in favor of the Patriots, forced them into a 4th-and-inch situation. He tried to throw a hitch pass out on the left to Hester. It was unsuccessful, and the Patriots took over. Starting at 40-yard line, their own 40-yard line, they moved downfield using ball control style of play, and Jason Starowski then settled down for this 30-yard field goal attempt.
All right, the hold will be at the 26-yard line. Far hash mark, angle to the left for Starowski. A 36-yard field goal attempt. The snap, the ball is down. The kick is up, and it is good.
So with that, the score now 16-7, and the Patriots could breathe a little easier with that 9-point lead. The Colts then, with no timeouts left, with about 2:40 to go in the ball game, trying desperately to get into the end zone, work their way downfield, and on the last play for the Colts, throwing this ball into the end zone, hoping for a Hail Mary type pass and reception for a touchdown. Here's the call.
It is third down and 3, Indianapolis at the Patriots' 24-yard line. George will take a direct snap out of a shotgun with 40 seconds remaining to be played in the football game. Takes the snap, goes straight back, looking left, fires deep upfield, intercepted in the end zone by Mickey Washington. Put a cap on it, tie it up with a bow.
And that interception ensures the victory for the Patriots, as then they just got over the ball and ran out the clock. Patriots winning the game 16-7. Patriots postgame show continues in a moment on the New England Patriots Radio Network.
So the Patriots defeat the Indianapolis Colts. It's the second time I did it. Gino did it once, so I'm leading 2-1. This broadcast is brought to you by authority of the National Football League and is intended for the private use of our audience. Any rebroadcast or other use of this broadcast without the express written consent of the New England Patriots, the National Football League, and Westinghouse Broadcasting is prohibited. Okay, here's the way the statistical picture looks in this game. The Patriots had 14 first downs. The Colts had 19. The Patriots punted twice for an average of 39 yards. The Colts never did punt in the game. Third down plays, the Patriots 4 of 11, 36%. Colts 7 of 14, 50%. Total offense, Patriots 206 yards. The Colts 337, but most of that yardage came in the first half. Patriots 81 yards rushing and the Indianapolis Colts 66 yards rushing. So it turns out that Leonard Russell, rushing for 71 yards in his first start in the NFL as a rookie, outrushed the guy that he says he idolizes in his running style, Eric Dickerson. Tommy Hodson had a fine afternoon. Threw safe passes for the most part, did a nice job of directing this team. 13 completions in 18 attempts, 136 yards passing, 1 touchdown. That was 23 yards to Marv Cook. Jeff George had the gaudier numbers, but could only get 7 points on the board for his team, 27 of 42 for 271 yards. Time of possession, the Patriots 30 minutes, 12 seconds. The Colts 29 minutes, 48 seconds. Individually, Leonard Russell 71 yards rushing. Hodson 13 of 18 for 136 yards. Marv Cook and Irving Fryer each caught 5 passes for 57 yards. The scoring in the game, once again, quickly for you. Hodson to Cook, 23 yards, 7:47 into the first quarter, 7-0 Patriots. Colts tied it a little over 4 minutes later on a 24-yard touchdown pass from Jeff George to former BU star Billy Brooks. That made it 7-7. The Patriots actually never did trail in the game. They went ahead to stay, breaking the tie in the second quarter, and a field goal by Jason Starofsky 35 yards away made it 10-7. That was the lead at halftime. It was 13-7 after 3 quarters as Starofsky kicked a 39-yard field goal, and in the fourth quarter, Jason wrapped it up with 2:46 to go and a 36-yard field goal, giving the Patriots a 16-7 victory, ending their losing streak at 14, the longest losing streak in Patriots history, and certainly making the coaches and the players very happy campers indeed after starting the season with a victory and equaling the entire 1990 season's total of victories. So really a nice win for everybody involved with the Patriots this afternoon at Indianapolis. An excellent job done by the Patriots defensively in the first quarter, and through portions of the second quarter, I thought Jeff George was kind of carving them up in pretty good shape. Then the Patriots made some defensive adjustments late in the second quarter that began to make a difference, and in the second half, the defensive adjustments made all of the difference in the world as the defense bent but did not break, and that's really the style that Joe Collier, the Patriot defensive coordinator, has always liked to use, the bend but don't break style. Don't give up the big plays and just keep hanging in and keep sawing wood, and you're going to get the job done, and that's what happened this afternoon. Some big individual performances. Marv Cook on offense. I thought Brett Williams defensively had a terrific game. He blocked a field goal attempt as well. Those are the 2 people that Gino will be talking to in the locker room, and perhaps as well with head coach Dick Macpherson. He's on his way down there now to chat with those Patriots folks and talk about this 16-7 victory. That's going to wrap it up from the Hoosier Dome in Indianapolis, Indiana. Once again, our final score, the New England Patriots 16 and the Indianapolis Colts 7. For Gino Cappelletti, Alan Siegel, and Tom Cuddy, this is Gil Santos reminding you that next Sunday afternoon, the Patriots meet the Browns of Cleveland, the Cleveland Browns in Foxboro, and that'll be an 11 o'clock airtime for the tailgate. We will have a tailgate party with food and all that for you at Foxboro, a 1 o'clock kickoff on WBZ Radio. Thank you for listening, and good afternoon. This is the New England Patriots Radio Network.
You have been listening to the Johnson Collection.